Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of AgMe. It's been about 8 months, unfortunately, which is crazy. So we did pilot January 1st. The following week we did One Piece, and then I dropped off the face of the earth. My YouTube, I had like one or two videos go live, um, and then I streamed a few times. But then I just kind of been busy. I got a girlfriend, work. I was at summer camp. Things been chaotic. But we're back. Call of Duty is coming out, so as you guys probably saw by the title, we're gonna be talking about Call of Duty. But I also got a co-host until we like get to a point where like we're really branching out and doing some crazy shit. Uh, Say hello. Who's thy?
Oh, hello. I am dreaming. I don't really have any major platform that I post content on, but I'm just doing this for shits and gigs mostly.
Pretty
So
much.
hello.
We are here for the vibe. So guys, buckle up. We just got a bunch of blog posts this past week for Black Ops 7. Shit's looking wild. Am I right?
Yeah, the
The
new map
amount of
looks
content,
absolutely
there's
amazing.
so much. So we are going to be breaking this up into 3 segments. The first one's going to be our overall gameplay. So that's going to be our guns, some general gameplay systems. Then we're going to be going into multiplayer, and we're going to be ending on zombies because I don't know about you. I think zombies is what I'm most excited about right now. So let's save best for last, pretty much.
I'm really excited about zombies too.
So
Though.
so for you guys, if you are interested, I did do live reactions to the zombie trailer, the cinematic. I did it to the multiplayer trailer and blog post, and then the zombies. But this one, I'm pretty much going to have a discussion about it and kind of break it down a little bit more now that I've kind of had some time to digest it and watch some reactions and other people's videos. So I kind of know what's going on, especially for zombies, since I'm not a zombie person. I played a lot of zombies this year, but when it comes to classic stuff like this, I don't know much. And for multiplayer, there's just some people that had leaks and stuff, so we kind of know a little bit more about some of these things. And I'm seeing some things put together or dev talks.
I
So,
am also just completely new to COD as a franchise mostly. My
yeah,
most played
because
COD
you
is
played
definitely BO6.
Warzone and
I played
BO6.
mostly Warzone, BO6, and when I was a kid, I played a bit of BO4, but that's it mostly.
Yeah, so I am an OG, but I'm just not that into zombies. But I've played, let's see, I've played COD 3 on the Wii. That was an experience. And then I've played World at War. I've played Modern Warfare Remastered, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, 2, 3, 4, Black Ops 3 on the 360, or no, on the PS3. I've played Black Ops 4, Cold War 6. I've played Modern Warfare 2 beta, a little bit of Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 6, obviously, and Prestige Master. Let's see, what else is there? Modern Warfare 2019, I put like 300 hours into it. War 2 is one of my favorite CODs. Ghosts I've touched, Advanced Warfare I've touched, Infinite Warfare I did. See, I think I've played everything except OG Modern Warfare 1 and 2.
Actually, I did finish the main campaign of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered,
Nice.
which I think is the 2019 version.
So wait, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered or
Yeah,
MW 2022?
remastered.
Okay, because that's different. Modern Warfare
Yeah,
2 Remastered is not the same as the Modern Warfare 2 2022.
yeah, I played the 2020 version,
Okay.
the remastered campaign.
Yeah. Because Modern Warfare Remastered is obviously a game, but then we did have Modern Warfare 2 have a campaign specifically remastered. Still waiting on that multiplayer. That'd go crazy.
That would be
I don't think
incredible.
you'd enjoy it though, by the way. I
Why
know
not?
you wouldn't. MW2 Remastered campaign. Or not
I
campaign, multiplayer.
Why would I not enjoy that?
Because the reason people liked that game was because it was a super balanced game because everything was unbalanced. That was the one man army noob tube where you can like literally sit in the back of the spawn and drop a nuke because you just keep re-getting your loadout, and every time you got your loadout you got like 3 more noob tubes. And you also had like when you killed someone they drop a grenade or something, and they had last stand or juggernauts. They had like the extra armor plates in multiplayer.
That sounds fucking great though.
It does sound great until you just get fucked over royally.
I mean, I played a lot of broken games in the past and had a lot of fun with them, so I
That's fair.
don't.
Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, we're talking about Black Ops 7. So,
Yeah, we're not talking about fucking 2020 Modern Warfare 2.
well, this is Call of Duty in general. But yeah,
Uh,
so let's get into it. I know you guys are looking forward to it. So let's start off with how about we talk about Omni movement? Because so I'm gonna be on the multiplayer blog post, but some of this Omni movement's most likely coming to zombies, and then some of it will probably come to war zones. That's why we're gonna kind of go to the general stuff. So we're gonna go to movement because that's a big thing. Let's go to progression, and then with the progression, we'll talk about some of no, we'll talk about some of the guns that we can use that progression with.
mhm.
So, Omni movement. Obviously, in Black Ops 6, we had Omni dives, sliding backwards. We had a lot of stuff. How did you feel about Black Ops 6?
I mean, I really enjoyed the movement in Black Ops 6. It's a really refreshing movement system compared to a lot of other FPS games like the Finals or
Mm-hmm.
just Overwatch or something like that.
I really enjoyed it, especially at the beginning. It's not necessarily that it got bad. It's just I just kind of grinded for camo, so I'm just sitting in stakeout most of the time now. Or I'm playing zombies, but it's definitely nice. Let me tell you though, when it comes to zombies and the movement, when I was going back playing Black Ops 2, I died so fast because it's two hit, right? But on top
Yeah.
of that, I'm trying to like, oh, there's the thing there. I'm just gonna climb over the railing. You can't climb over the railing. Like
Really?
that
They didn't
was
have.
like a modern well because it's like a barrier, so you have to go around. Like you have to be really careful with where you are. But because there's no omni movement and like just the basic stuff like going over the railing, I died by like round 3 because it's two hit, and I thought I'd be fine, and then the zombies like are just all in front of me. It was really funny, honestly.
Wait, the fucking mantling and like wall climbing is a new addition?
Yeah, not Black Ops 6 per
What?
se, but like classic COD. So like Black Ops 1, 2. I don't know about 3. Didn't have that kind of stuff. But think about just in general, like multiplayer didn't really have that either, right? Because we didn't
Yeah,
have
I
tac
mean,
sprint or really full sprint. Like when you go back and you look at like Fortnite 2018, like classic games, like the
sure.
big games that we think about now, it was slower. Everything
Yeah,
was
everything
slower.
is slower. I mean, they kind of just been pandering to the movement, like for ADHD kids,
Pretty much, especially in
moving
COD.
to PC from iPads and shit.
Um, so let's start off with wall jumps. Wall jumps are going to be coming. So directly from the blog, with additional innovations to Omni Movement, you have increased choice in your traversal capabilities. The image above shows a few examples of locations within multiplayer environments where walls or other vertical sections can be uh, optionally leapt to, then from to rapidly maneuver across a section of the map, often to gain height. Wall jumps can be chained together up to 3 times, but with a loss of inertia each time to keep the momentum balanced. Except to use wall jumps to react. To reach higher vantage points, leap over dangerous gaps in a map, or to find different routes to take. Note you can perfect your wall jumping and multiplayer training. So
This
that sounds crazy. Three jumps?
this
Three
brings my
jumps.
mind to back to Titanfall 2 movement.
Nah, just like yeah, it's not quite
Being able to
it.
slide
I
while
I
run.
don't I don't know Titanfall that well, but like in Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare, there was straight wall running, and you could
I didn't
like
play
boost
those
like three
games, so
times. Like you couldn't infinitely boost, but you kind of had like three jumps kind of thing. Uh, so yeah, but that's a good way to balance it too. But like chain, I wonder how sharp that momentum dip will be after chaining. Like, are you gonna really be able to run, like jump off? And like we saw the trailer, like you can really launch yourself off a wall, so that could be really fun. And I'm thinking like zombies as well. That could be really good just to bounce off a wall if they're like you're really getting trapped. Like you just kind of turn around and jump into the wall or something. Or okay,
it seemed
so think of Terminus, like downstairs. Imagine being able to just kind of jump off those walls to be able to jump into the water or something.
it seems like a really new, refreshing way to escape scenarios, even in like games like multiplayer BO7 or even Warzone if they decide to add it there.
Okay, so hear me out. Will you be able to use Omni movement with that? And what I mean by that, imagine being able to wall jump. Imagine
Backwards.
sprinting. Nope. Imagine sprinting backwards or even sideways. You wall jump and you go from the wall jump to a sideways dive. Can you dive
Wait,
from wall jumps? Because imagine wall jumping and then sideways diving to shoot into a window.
this brings so much creativity to trick shots.
It's gonna be crazy. Holy shit.
I
Okay,
feel
so
like
we
this
don't
could
know.
bring
We
back
haven't seen
old.
gameplay. So again, this is before. So we'll be uploading this Saturday probably. So COD Next is this coming week. We're gonna do a podcast on that, and then we'll do it when the beta comes out. But we have not actually had in time playing for the general community, and I don't think the people that have actually played have been able to properly talk about everything. At least from multiplayer, I've heard a little bit about zombies. So we're not too sure, but like that just gets you really excited. That could be really cool. Another thing with Omni movement changes is optional tack sprint. So pretty much tack sprint will no longer be default. So like in Black Ops 6, we have slipstream, and I feel like a lot of people use that to get rid of tack sprint. But pretty much it's gonna be the other way around. Slipstream will still be there, but instead of it removing tack sprint, it gives you tack sprint. So it still gives you that option. But the default will be like guns up. I don't know if this is zombies. I hope so. What do you think about that? Because I will say, with some of the people I've talked to, obviously classic players like me that like that running gun style, they like no tack sprint. But I know, especially for like newer Warzone players, the people that got in because of Warzone, they've grown accustomed to tack sprint and they personally like it. So what do you think?
I mean, I'm incredibly used to it, but I still run Slipstream in most of my loadouts because I'm very much run into the enemy spawn, try to kill as many people, and then just respawn,
Yeah,
repeat. That's how I play in BO7 multiplayer. It's not. It's
same.
a very much
7 ain't
an
out
arc.
yet.
No, no.
Unless did you secretly be able to play without telling me? That's crazy.
Yeah, I got the beta release from a Warzone dev.
Bro.
Let me play. No, I
Um,
meant BO6. My
yeah,
bad.
but nah, it's yeah. So I'm happy about that change.
Hmm.
So let's see. I'm thinking that's really it. Oh, another thing with Omni movement, just the general things. I'm assuming this will be zombies as well. When you sprint, you'll auto go to tack stance. I personally really like tack stance as a mechanic, and I use it a lot, especially on my shotguns and LMGs. But the idea of like even like an AR, like I feel like just with my mind and how my eyes work, I feel like being able to tack sprint or tack stance will be a lot easier on my mind than trying to look down like these futuristic red dots. They're great from when I'm running straight, but when I'm trying to slide and omni movement and like dive and everything, I'd rather tack stance than not. So if it's
I mean,
default,
I haven't used tax stance that much, so I'm probably gonna have a different opinion than you on that because I've gotten incredibly accustomed to looking down dot sights when sliding and looking
yeah,
down like sniper sights. So I mean,
that's
I guess it's
fair.
just gonna be
I
something.
will say though, they will still give you the option. It will just require a perk. So if that's something that you really do a lot of and you think it's important to you and you're like trying to really maximize your movement, there will be perks to maximize that. Like you can throw on tack sprint plus like dexterity, I think it is, that adds that. So you can definitely like really push that.
I mean, I don't know if it's a good idea to add all these options to perks instead of just making them a setting.
Yeah, I know
Because
I've seen a lot of people kind of be worried about that and just going through and not just giving us the option for everything, but really going heavy on the perks. For example, Looper is a perk, and
yeah,
Looper is just what we used to have, where if you somehow are able to get your crazy kill streak, like your 16, 17 kill, like Juggernog or something, you can start over again. So you go back straight to the beginning and you get a UAV. But you can't do that, and you can do that with a perk. But a lot of people aren't happy that that's a perk. That should just be a default feature.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because I feel like it's gonna be hard to play the game if half my perks are just like if half my perks are just gonna be used to get old movement.
Yeah.
like movement that wasn't BO6 in a war zone. And then I just don't like I'm not allowed to use the other perks that other people have gotten used to.
I think it's just this is just one of those situations where they can't really win, and it's kind of a lose lose because either they use the perks to make the OGs happy, like in Black Ops 6, but then they're like, I just want it to be default. I want to use these other perks like Ninja, but I need no tac sprint because tac sprint sucks. Or you do it the other way around. You make the movement default like the classic days, but then you have all these newer players that like the new movement, and they're like, why do I have to use perks for this? Like they don't like looping streaks and they don't want him, so that like you know what it's just kind of like a lose lose, and it's just they're just kind of doing what they can. But I don't think they can do anything well at this point with some of these mechanics because there's going to
Yeah,
be
I
people that
mean,
aren't happy with them returning.
I think that's how the COD community kind of works.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always going to be people that are upset with any decision
Like
they
for
make, no
example,
matter
we'll
what it
talk more
is.
about the zombies stuff later, but I've seen so much negativity in or like I saw somebody saying today, I really hope that survival in the beta is doesn't have a round cap. And it's like, bro, it's the beta. We've never had zombies in the beta. Why are we like, I don't care if there's a 10 round cap. The fact that I can just, like, if we just play it round 10 infinitely and we don't actually, like, spike up to explore the new enemies or something, I'm okay with that because I get to hop in zombies in the beta for the first time ever. So, how about we chill out and be happy that it's happening in general?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting an amazing experience being allowed, like,
It's
getting
just,
to play zombies in a beta.
it's like
And we're,
people are so whiny. It is
yeah,
insane.
I mean, betas have always just been like to test if there are bugs with the general player base.
That's what it's
You can't
supposed to
find
be.
all the bugs
Yeah.
with like a controlled 50 player like audience
Yeah.
playing the game. I mean, there's definitely going to be so many bugs found in zombies and stuff, like game breaking spots where you can just grind for rounds and stuff that they'd have to fix. But
Yeah.
and I mean, like that's the purpose of the beta. It's not making a full-fledged game. Like it's a beta test.
Yep.
And people have like gotten to just ignore that and just expect a full-fledged game from a
It's like, yes, I
beta, which
get
is
that it
just
might have that, but again, like for example, Liberty Falls, people were bashing so hard. Am I saying it's the best map of all time? Absolutely not. But people were bashing it, but like the version that we saw gameplay of was with everything turned off. And then guess what happened? We actually there was a lot of changes because that was the COD Next, which is different from the beta, which is different from the full release version. A lot of stuff that we saw there was very different. And when we
Mhm.
actually had this side Easter eggs and stuff going on, so even if the survival map's pretty basic, because that's what the survival map is, when we actually get the full Ashes of the Damned, it's such a different experience, and we just need to kind of be patient because the beta is a beta. It is not the game. Changes will be made. In fact, we've already seen changes. So with the perks, I forget exactly what they did, but I saw almost directly afterwards somebody was saying, "Hey, it's kind of weird that all these perks are in like perk one slot. Like it should be broken up a little bit, especially for competitive." And a developer was literally like, "Hey, that's a great idea. That's kind of what we were thinking of. Thanks for the feedback." They changed that. The perks are in different slots now. Some of them.
Yeah.
So I forget
I
exactly
mean,
which ones.
it seems like they're trying to listen to their player base, which is really good. I mean, it's fun to
Everything
see.
everything I've seen about Black Ops 7 is pretty much Black Ops 6, but then what the community wanted. It's the feedback has improved every mechanic of this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's really exciting to see from a development team like Treyarch.
I'm
I
so
mean,
excited, and especially for someone like you who hasn't really been able to play like Black Ops 2, like you're gonna actually experience some crazy shit.
I'm very excited to try all the new movement, new guns, everything, and zombies too. It's
For
all
real.
really exciting and cool.
So next, let's get into the operator. So I'm going over the multiplayer list, but then I will specify who are these zombie crews. So the JCO and the guild. So it looks like we have like 3 sets of players. I don't know who's in who, but we're gonna have 50-50. Anderson, Carver, Dempsey, Gray. Carver, Dempsey, and Gray are a zombie crew. Flanker, Grim, and Harper, who is a Volt pack. 50-50, and Flanker will be in the what's it called? Beta. I know some of you guys won't be able to see this. This is going to be a no video podcast. We're kind of just going through, but if you look at the blog post, you can see everything.
My
Uh,
favorite by far is definitely Grim.
Grim, oh yeah. I saw him down here. Or wait, where's Grim?
He's at the JSOC and the guilds.
Oh, Grim,
He's
Grim,
up.
Grim. There you
He's
go. There
up.
you go. Yeah. Then we
Yeah.
have Jordo, Kagan, Karma. Karma is also Volt Pack. Mason, and then we have Maya and Nikolai, who are Zombie Crew, Razor, and then Reaper, which is also Volt. And then we have Richtofen, Samuels, Takio, and Richtofen are Volt, are not Volt, or Zombie along with Weaver. Then Samuels, Ted, which is a zombie. My mind is, guys, I'm so tired. It is literally almost midnight for me. I'm just so tired.
I mean,
Ted
it's
is
almost
Volt
4
Pack.
a.m. for me, so
Cooked.
stop
Uh,
complaining.
Vermac, Villain, and Zavrai. Uh, so they're looking pretty cool. So we have 8 characters for a dedicated crew for zombies, but they're all going to be used in multiplayer. This is the first time Richtofen will be in multiplayer ever.
Really?
Yeah. And he's been crucial since, like, by the way, this is like classic, like, Black Ops 1 crew type of thing. Like, he's been in COD for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard his name a lot of times just viewing COD media.
Yeah.
Cool to, it's cool to see this is his first time in multiplayer.
So that's really cool. That was a voice crack. That's insane.
That was a really bad voice crack.
All right. So now let's get into the progression systems, and then we'll talk about the guns that you get to use these systems on. Because I don't know about you, I think these progression systems are crucial to Call of Duty. Actually, I saw a tweet. I forget if this was from like Charlie Intel or Treyarch themselves. They said apparently 90% of people that got to level 55 besieged. So clearly the system they did worked, but it's also the fact that it gives so much content. I did not like current modern Call of Duties because there was nothing to do other than the camo grind. X Defiant failed for me. I liked it season 1, but then there was never barracks challenges. There wasn't a max level. There wasn't a proper camo grind to go through. And when I used to play Fortnite constantly, the reason I did was there is milestones, there was weeklies, there was dailies, there was Kickstarters and story quests. Like I like to play for quests and like just grinding stuff. I don't know about you. I know you don't. We
I
definitely play
play for
differently
gameplay.
for the gameplay.
Yeah.
But how do you feel like when you have a good progression system, whether that be levels, gun, like camos, like all that kind of stuff? Does that like entice you to play more at all?
I mean, it does when it's something like a specific item that I have to unlock
Mm-hmm.
from either prestiging or finishing a barrack challenge or calling card challenge. And I do definitely play more to grind for those calling cards.
Yeah, some of those calling
Like,
cards. See, here's the thing though, like the calling cards are great. There's some Black Ops 2 calling cards I wish we had. Like if you got the million score or whatever in multiplayer, you literally got like $1 million build type of thing. Like there's some really fun classic ones. Um,
yeah, I mean, it's gonna be really exciting to see what they're gonna do with calling card challenges
yeah, so
in
I'm looking forward to
BO7.
everything. But specifically, we're gonna be talking about player and gun levels here. So first of all, player levels, it's gonna be pretty similar to Black Ops 6. You're gonna be 10 prestiges, level 1 to 55, reset up to 10 times, and then at the 10th one, you'll go up to level 1000 master prestige. Uh, it but when you level up, it will be between co-op campaign, end game campaign. So like that, there's a 32 player. Did I talk to you about this by the way?
I don't think you have, and I don't think
Oh,
I've seen it.
okay. So we've seen multiplayer and zombies, and that's the big stuff. Campaign will be a 4-player co-op experience. You can either play by yourself or up to 4 players. It will have its own mastery camo. It will have its own
Oh,
dark matter grind. Also, after you beat it, there will be a 32-player versus enemy roguelike where you level up, and if you die, you go back down to level 1. But it will be a roguelike where you grind, upgrade all your abilities, your guns, everything like that, your tacticals, like perks and everything, like a roguelike. But it'll be a player versus enemy experience with up to 32 players. But you have to defeat the campaign first.
what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The hate for Black Ops 7 is so forced. They are giving you so much shit. But
I
anyway,
think, yeah,
yeah,
what the, as a
yeah,
new player, this is
yeah.
all really cool.
So to
I mean,
level up your guns and your player, you will have campaign, endgame. You'll have multiplayer, ranked, zombies, and zombies you have directed mode, standard, survival, and cursed, and Warzone after season 1.
holy shit.
And
There's
wait, there's
so
more.
much.
And Dead Ops Arcade 4. Dead Ops Arcade 4 will also allow you to level up your guns.
The hell is that ups
Oh,
Arcade
we'll
for?
get there later. That's at the end of the thing. But that's another game
Okay.
mode. That's a complete separate game mode.
I mean,
So the
there's
people
gonna
that
be
are
so much to
complaining,
do.
I need you to look at me in the face, tell me that, and I'm gonna slap you with a fish because you're an idiot.
I mean, I'm incredibly excited for how much grindable
Yeah, there's
material
going
there
to be
is.
so much. That's why I'm like, I really like BO6, but BO7 is everything BO6 had, but I didn't really grind BO6 till the end. So I'm going to be able to do BO7 at launch, and I'm going to have so many friends to play with. I'm so fucking excited. So then Classic Prestige System is back in Black Ops 7. Players who reach military level 55 can begin the Prestige leveling progress at any time, offering further rewards including content that's exclusive to the Prestige leveling journey. The choice Prestige is entirely yours. There are 10 Prestiges to climb through, and each time you enter a new Prestige, expect a level reset, a permanent unlock token, a Prestige icon reward next to your level insignia, alongside with other Prestige-specific rewards. Prestige themes will continue escalating beyond traditional definitions and later prestiges to cover elements within the Black Ops 7 narrative. Accept deeper Black Ops 7 prestige systems for dedicated players who make it to Prestige Master, in addition to ultimate rewards like operator skins, weapon blueprints. Accept additional Master Prestige titles, colors at regular intervals throughout your level 1000 grind to further showcase your prowess. So what I gather from that is that first segment, themes, prestige themes. So you know how in Black Ops 6, every theme's based on a Black Ops game or era, right?
Yeah.
So like Black Ops War Zombies, and then you have Black Ops 1 campaign or something like that, right? So it looks like it's going to continue that, but maybe specific maps or like specific eras in that campaign. So like in Black Ops 2, we had the past missions and future missions. So maybe it's like, here's a specific mission in Black Ops, or maybe it's in Black Ops 7. Hey, here's this mission and era. So you know how there's a lot of Japan maps? Maybe there will be a
Yeah.
prestige based about those Japan maps, and the camo for your gun or your operator will be some kind of Japanese type thing.
This is, I mean, that's really cool.
So that's cool. But here's the next part is even crazier. So you get in Black Ops 6, that's so I'm level 113, right? So I've got to master prestige. So I don't have everything, but at level 100 I unlocked all prestige 1 emblems. So I'm talking Modern Warfare 4, like COD 4 2006, 7 to Modern Warfare 3 2023 prestige 1 emblem. I could choose any of them. At level 200, I get all 2. 300, I get all 3, right? And at Prestige Master 1000, I get all 10 plus extra if there's anything, right? And that's what you're going to get here. That's what it's saying. So, regular intervals. But then do you know what else it says?
What?
Not just mastery badge titles and colors.
I mean, that's
So here's
new.
what I'm thinking. You know how anyone that's over level 56, like 56 and onwards, that master prestige grind
Yeah.
is orange? What if you can choose that? What if I want to be blue during my master prestige grind? And at level 100, I unlock blue. What if at level 200, or like that's like the prestige or whatever, like 200, I get an extra skin or something, again, like a Japanese type thing, and I get pink for cherry blossom for my color?
You know what? You know what they could do? At level 1,000, you get a rainbow.
No, no, no. So actually, do you know what's even crazier is there is some talks about the HUD in zombies, and they're
Hmm.
going to allow you to choose different colors along with some themes. We don't know what those themes are, so I don't really want to talk about them, but that hopefully is a COD Next review,
Yeah.
because people aren't super happy with the zombie HUD. But they said not only will you be able to customize it with 46 set colors, you can change the saturation and even put in your own hex code for the color of your HUD.
Okay, so it's gonna be completely customizable.
So I don't know. So that's not what this is. This is different. The HUD would be like, for example, I think I can kind of do that already. I can put in like my own hex code or a wide variety of colors for like my teammates' color. So I can make like right now in BO6, my teammates pink and then the enemies are dark orange and my teammates are green, right? Like you can kind of change that already.
Yeah.
But for this specifically, I don't know if it sounds like it'd be throughout your level 1000 you want unlock colors, and I'm thinking that's for your level color, which is so cool.
I mean, it might be for the Master Prestige emblem.
That
Like the emblem changes colors the higher level you get.
that I get what you mean. The problem is by like level 300, if there's three colors, that would straight up be like 70 emblems with three colors. And by the time you get to 10, that would be because it's like at least 20. It's one for each COD. So if that's like
Mhm.
20 and that's like 10 prestige, like 100, 200, 300, that's 10 colors. That's like an extra like 3,000, like something crazy total emblems
Yeah, true.
that they'd have to color, because you can't just change the color because there's multiple colors in them. So they'd have to like set that and really work that. And some of those could look really awkward and not good. I like the idea
Yeah.
though, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be the level itself will change color. But that's
I
to be
mean, we'll see
determined.
what
We don't
happens.
know. What's
I'm
up?
just there's just so much nuance to the statements they're making. Like
I think it's because
new
they don't want to
colors
tell us.
and
For example, that's
yeah,
like, and that makes sense. They don't want to tell us, hey, here's what you get at level 200. Get to level 200 yourself and figure it out. Like the whole point
yeah.
is like in back in Black Ops 3, we didn't know level 1000 was going to be a thing. It was never a thing until Black Ops 3. Dark
Mhm.
matter was not a thing until Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 introduced both those things, and we didn't know what we got. People just went for camos because they went for camos. They enjoyed it. And then out of nowhere, somebody got dark matter, and we're like, what the fuck? And then everyone started going for it. And now every year after that, we go for it. We never had it beforehand. So it's just now we go for level 1000 because certain CODs have given you a camo for reaching level 1000 or something like that.
Talking about camos, I'm really excited to see the new designs.
For real. So, also speaking of camos, let's talk about weapon prestige because this is a major thing coming back that I'm really excited about. You've never had
Mhm.
weapon prestige. This will
No.
not be quite the same as what I had. So, weapon prestige, I forget when the last time it was had. It looks like since Black Ops 4 was the last time we had weapon prestige. The way weapon prestige worked, also remember back in the day we had 12 attachments. So the gun max level, like the highest level was like 15 for a gun. Okay. You
Um,
get to 15, you prestige, and then you lose everything and you level it up. You keep your camos though, but what you do is at prestige 1 you can put your calling card on, or not calling card, your clan tag. And then at prestige 2 you can put on your kill counter. So if I have 300 kills in multiplayer with this pistol, it'll show on the side. And if I get 2 more kills, it'll show on the side actively. Like it's a live kill count with my total number of kills with that gun.
that's incredibly cool.
So I loved that, especially on certain guns, like the way they put it. It was just right there in the middle, like glowing. Certain games they had it glowing. It was really cool. And then you did it. So there was a reason to it. But in Black Ops
Mm.
7, it's going to be different. I don't know if we're getting that. I have not seen any news of a kill counter or being able to put your clan tag on it, which is okay because there's plenty of stuff otherwise. So let's get into what Black Ops 7 weapon prestige system looks like. Each weapon features 2 weapon prestige levels, followed by Weapon Prestige Master, providing 250 additional levels to climb through with a unique camo awarded to players who get to the end. Entering Weapon Prestige 1 activates the following effects. Level and attachment reset. Your weapon level returns to 1. All weapon builds are locked, and all earned attachments are relocked and must earned again throughout leveling the weapon. This does not include optics or weapon camos, which remain permanently unlocked once obtained. So let's just talk about that for a second. So pretty much, and when it says weapon builds, I'm assuming not blueprints. I don't
They're talking about
know.
custom builds.
Actually,
You know how in BO6 you can save loadouts?
yeah, no, I know what the weapon builds are, but then would that be blueprint? So if I have a blueprint, would that permanently unlock those attachments as well?
I don't think it would actually. I mean, based on what they're saying, it doesn't sound like it, though that might be a problem with the player base. So,
It might be. We'll see, but that'd be very interesting. But then for the first time ever, you will get a permanent attachment. But that makes sense when we have 30, 40 attachments versus your 7.
yeah.
Because back in the day we didn't get it. But again, it was like 10 levels. Uh so for example, say that you really like this fast mag, or certain guns have custom attachments, or the burst, the ABR, the AUG in BO6, right?
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
forget if it's the 60 round mag or the fast fire, the rapid fire attachment makes it full auto. That's a really good one. So that might be an attachment I want to permanently unlock to make my gun fully auto.
Yeah.
And then obviously your optics and camos don't reset. So if you unlock this red dot, you're always gonna have it. You're never gonna lose that. And then what happens is when Prestige 1 unlocks the following: a unique prestige attachment that's different for every weapon. The choice to unlock one of your weapon's attachments permanently. A unique weapon camo that can be equipped that weapon or any other weapon. A prestige build automatically created for that weapon you just prestiged with the prestige and permanently unlocked attachment applied to it, as well as the weapon camo. So
You know,
so
I
what how are you feeling so far? What about that comment? How about that statement? How's that making you feel?
uh I wonder if what they mean by any other weapon will it only be weapons you've prestiged
No,
before
no, no.
that
Okay,
you can apply.
so there is we'll get into it a little bit, but I'll explain it now. In the camo section, so right now if you want to unlock
Mhm.
a universe, and the special camos can be used on
Yeah, yeah,
everything, right? But you have to get 5 military camos before you can use them in Black Ops
exactly.
6.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, will
But
it
they
be
they
like that?
specified it. They specified it. The special camos are going to be like military. So you're going to have 9 military, which will just be headshots.
Okay.
3 special instead of 2, but they're going to be the same. So the challenges will be different. So the shotgun, you have to get point blank kills instead of just
Okay.
headshot, right? So you have to get point blank kills with the shotgun, or you have to get 13 kills with the hybrid enforcer thing, right? Stuff like that.
Yep. Okay.
But it's just going to be like not dark spine, but like just like red tiger. It's going to be a camo that every gun has. So every gun will have the first special challenge. It's going to be the same camo on everything, but it's going to be a different challenge for that, I believe. Okay?
Okay.
But then you have your mastery camos. But these will be unlocked and can be used automatically on everything. They confirm that you do not need to unlock everything to start using universal camos. So the moment you prestige a weapon to level prestige 1, every gun in that game can use that prestige camo instantly.
Okay. That's actually really good.
So do you know what that means? Because
What does
we'll
that
go
mean?
through. We'll go through. Right now, that's prestige 1. There's a camo prestige 2. There's a camo prestige level 100, 150, 200, and 250. There are 6 camos per gun that you can use on everything.
That's gonna be. There's gonna be so much customization in this game.
Now, those camos are not unique to the mode, right? Because the reason they're so high and it goes up to 250 is because you're leveling up this single gun in 7 different ways. Warzone, multiplayer, single player, like a co-op to endgame to Dead Ops Arcade. Like you are leveling this same gun up, and that's why it's so high. But
Yeah.
what's cool is the weapon build. So say that this one gun has a stock that pretty much reduces recoil, or maybe it makes it a burst. It makes it a really fast burst weapon, okay? But I
Mhm.
permanently unlocked a grenade launcher because I'm a troll. So I have a grenade launcher, this. So what will happen is it will put the permanent unlock. So that would be the grenade launcher, the burst attachment, and then the camo that you get, and it automatically creates that, which is pretty cool. So you automatically have like the best build you can get because you have the only attachments you have access to, and it makes a build for that. I think that's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
cool.
actually very exciting. I mean, I wonder how the prestige attachments are gonna work.
Yeah, we've seen some
Like,
of them. Some of them are stocks, but they will be unique per gun. We'll definitely have to wait and see till we actually start seeing them. We've seen a few in the trailer, but there's definitely way more that can come out.
I mean, I imagine it's gonna be 3 special attachments for each gun, no? If they're gonna do a special attachment for each
Well,
prestige.
there's Prestige 1, but then let's get into Prestige 2 because I don't think Prestige 2 has one. Your weapon receives a prestige icon next to it, which changes as you progress from 1 to 2 to master maximum level and shown to the kill cam. At this point, you can level up your weapon again, just as you did before, and once it reaches max level, you optionally enter Weapon Prestige 2. Weapon Prestige 2 unlocks the following: another choice to permanently unlock an attachment, a charm, and a second camo. So I think it's only one attachment per gun, and that's only
Okay.
prestige 1, because it is kind of fair that they don't want to lock like some kind of game breaking attachment behind 250. A camo, that's whatever, but if it is a game changing mechanic like an attachment, that'd be
Mhm.
rough to lock that behind 3 hours of grinding.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
understandable.
fair.
I
So
mean,
if that makes sense.
I wonder if the attachments are gonna be perma unlocked once you unlock them on level prestige level 1.
I would assume
I
so.
mean,
I would assume so.
I would hope so at least.
Hit weapon prestige 2 and level up your weapon one more time before you finally and automatically enter weapon prestige. So it's just like at level 55, you don't have to reset down to 1 to
Mhm.
get to that.
Yeah.
You just go from level 50 to 51 up to 250.
Okay.
Weapon mastery unlocks the following: all your attachments are permanently unlocked, obviously. Your
Yeah.
weapon level remains at the number it was previously, but continues to 250. So obviously, it's going at 50 to 51. The final leveling occurs at a faster rate. So from 50 to 250, it is at a higher XP rate. It
I wonder if
accept
it's gonna
additional
be
XP rewards and weapon camos at 100, 150, 200. Go ahead.
I wonder if it's gonna be 2 times XP or
Yeah, we'll have to
like
see. I will say they're not super great with 2 times. Like sometimes when they have 2 times events, it's not quite 2 times.
yeah, I just hope
So
it's not gonna be something
we'll
stupid like
see.
1.35 times XP.
Yeah. It might depend on what it is. So maybe if you get camos during this time, it's doubled. It
Yeah.
might, or maybe kills will be double and then camos will be triple. You know what I mean? Like it might just be depending on what you do.
Hopefully it also stacks with the
Double XP.
boost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then unlock the ultimate reward for your weapon when you reach level 250 maximum. A unique final camo for you to showcase, with some of the level 250 camos being returning fan favorites. So when I hear that, what I think of is some crazy Black Ops 2 DLC camos. I'm talking the Bacon, I'm talking Cyborg, I'm talking what are the chances that the DSR 50 sniper rifle level 250 camo is weaponized 115?
It's gonna be insane. I I wonder what how are they measuring fan favorites? Are they just talking about like
I'm generally just going to
what
assume
if it's
anything
gonna be
classic. Just classic stuff.
yeah, I imagine so. Something that like was big when FaZe was doing trick shots and stuff like that.
For real. Um
So
And then also
Like, I
some
wonder
so we're actually already at 45 minutes, which is crazy.
what?
Yeah. So let's start going through this. So let's get into some camos. This might be an even longer podcast, but I think that's fair. Let's just both talk for as long as we can, knock out everything multiplayer zombies, and then we're good
Sounds
because we're
fun.
both gonna be up to date on all the information leading into beta.
Yeah,
This might be a 5-hour podcast, guys.
that's
It's
fine.
because I'm catching up on the last 8 months.
Yeah, exactly. That's totally why. It's
I
not
don't
because it's
know if
just.
I'm gonna have the room on my computer. Because I'm recording this with a black video, so I'm technically recording a MP4.
Oh God,
So like this
your
is gonna be
poor
like a
hard drive.
5-hour video.
Oh God. Uh,
I'm gonna have to go through and save this over after I edit that. Okay, that's a later time. So in Black Ops 7, we're gonna be calling card challenges. Obviously, we'll see how those are, including they're confirming an animated multiplayer 100%er. I'm assuming zombies as well. So if you do every calling card in zombies multiplayer, and Warzone, there will be a calling card for that.
we'll be grinding for that.
Daily challenges, great, right? But there's a feature in here that's great, is daily challenge reroll. So in your daily challenges, you know how sometimes it might be like, hey, go play
Yeah.
hard or go play search and destroy. I know it doesn't ask that, but say it says go win a match of search and destroy. That's not that crazy, but what if I don't want to play search and destroy today? It will allow you to reroll one quest per day. So say that you can't get headshots with shotguns. Like you're just struggling, your aim's off, but you easily got your 30 hip fire kills. You can reroll that headshot challenge.
That's actually a really good feature that I've
So it's
seen
just a nice
implemented in
thing.
a lot of multiplayer games.
Later in season 1 we'll be getting weekly challenges, and those weekly challenges will have attachments, uh score streaks, camos, that can be used across everything. Additionally, 2 camos per season by earning half, and all the available weekly challenges. So pretty much if you do now, I'm not sure if weeklies are going to be like Fortnite. I believe if it's like MW3, and the way I understand MW3, I didn't play it, they will be only available for a week. So you
Oh,
have to play every week to get those week's challenges.
that's. I hope they don't do it like that. I hope they
I
have it like
I do hope
Fortnite.
and hope it like it's Fortnite, but also at the same time, I understand because it gives you a purpose to play every week.
Yeah.
And also, no matter what company it is, it's corporate, it's business, they want people to
Mm,
play their game every week. So FOMO.
yeah.
It sucks, but that's the reality. So I I definitely would prefer to, maybe if I miss a week, I'm fine. But it sounds like if you were able to do so, say that a season 6 weeks, if you do week 1, 2, and 3 quests, you get a camo, and then if you do 4, 5, and 6, you get the other one.
I mean,
Or no, no,
it could
no.
be.
So if you do week 1, 3, and 6, you get one camo. It's half
Mm,
total. So if there's 6 weeks and you only do 3, you get it. But if you do all 6 weeks, you get both.
okay. I mean, that actually seems really cool. Getting a camo for completing weekly quests.
Mine, by
Is
the
that?
way, this is on top of your mastery grind. There will be the
Yeah.
mastery grind for zombies, multiplayer Warzone, and zombies. And you're going to have this. And your weapon prestiges.
There's
They're
artists are
going
working
all out.
overtime over at
They're going
Treyarch.
all out for camos. Now, let's talk about the weapon camos. And then I think we should really start getting into some gameplay.
Yeah,
Like
maybe.
multiplayer.
Might be a good idea.
So weapon camos. So they've actually listened to the feedback and they're making some changes. So for the first time ever, campaign will have a mastery camo journey. This means there's going to be 30 launch weapons, has a total of 16 weapon camos to unlock each. 9 military, different for every mode, the same for each weapon.
Mm,
Three special camos and 4 mastery camos. So the 4 mastery camos, I'm assuming, are going to be gold, diamond, dark spine, dark matter, those types of things. The 3
yeah.
military or 9 military are going to be up to your red spine. But then your 3 special, like I said, it's going to be the same for every weapon. It's going to be different per mode though, right? So that first
Mhm.
special quest it's gonna be different for zombies versus multiplayer, but that camo will be the same on every gun in multiplayer.
There's gonna be hundreds of camos to grind for.
There is. It's
Oh
insane.
my.
But then they did make some changes. So one thing that even back in the day I didn't like when it comes to the headshots is getting 100 headshots is you get 5 headshots, you get a camo. 10 headshots, you get a
Mhm.
camo. 15, you get a camo. 25, you get a camo. 30, you get a camo. 40, you get a camo. 50, you get a camo. And then you have to wait till 100. What's actually
Yeah, it's
75. But like you get
very
so much at
slow.
the beginning, and then it's literally 50, 75, 100. They have now changed
Mhm.
it to you get one at 5, one at 10, and then the rest will be at intervals of 10. So it's 5, 10, and then 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and then 80s max. So you only need
Actually,
80 headshots, and it will be every 10 after the second.
this is gonna be one of my favorite changes they're bringing to BO7.
That's
Cause
just a great pace thing. Like especially, I'm
yeah,
hoping this is zombies as well, because in zombies you straight up get like after, but you get like
yeah,
eight, like
it's
7 camos out of the 9 at 1,000 kills, and then it's 15 and then 2,000. Like it's insane.
yeah, it's stupid. Like you go from getting every like one every 500 kills or circa every 100, 250 kills to suddenly getting one every 500.
Yeah. Um,
Like,
But another great change happening that I'm actually more excited about is military camos. Instead of requiring headshots, shotguns will now require point blanks, and snipers will require one shots, which is so
hallelujah.
good. So good. The sniper rifles, I did it. It wasn't that hard. Shotguns, though, shotguns should
Oh,
not be headshots at all.
I mean, no pellet gun should have a headshot to get
It was
camos. That's
awful.
just,
That's one of those reasons why I struggled so hard and I did tack stance. I felt like it was easier for me to hit headshots with tack stance. And it was
mhm,
hardcore. I just need to hit one pellet. I just aimed for around their head, so hopefully a pellet hit. Now I just have to be in their face. And we have face off in Black Ops 7. So like point blanks is
yeah.
not gonna be hard. And one shots, also not hard. It's one shots with a sniper.
Hopefully,
That's the
hopefully
thing
there's gonna
I'm most
be,
excited about.
hopefully there's gonna be new, like good grind 24/7 maps like Stakeout,
Mm-hmm.
something like that, where you can just like farm close-ups and stuff like that, like point blanks.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I was saying. So special camos, there's now 3 instead of 2, but the camos are now the same per weapon. And then equipping universal camos. You can now equip any universal camo to any weapon. The previous requirements of having to unlock 5 military camos on the weapon before equipping university camo has been removed. So like I said, so if you unlock not just like event
Mhm.
rewards, but if you unlock that universal camo, like a prestige camo, you just get to use it on everything. So if I level up and I get the one sniper max and I get all of the camos and there's a new DLC gun out, say that I say the DSR 50 has weaponized 115 and I get it. New DLC camo or no DLC gun, I can throw weaponized 115 right on it. No delay, no levels, just throw it straight on, which is so
That's
good.
that's so peak.
Call of Duty Warzone camo challenges that will be coming later. And then one nice thing is what's kind of been a pain in a game like Black Ops 6 is we had these features in Modern Warfare 3 and they were dropped throughout Black Ops 6. The camo hub. For example, in just the latest season, we got the last used where whatever gun you just used, it kind of popped up and would show, hey, you last used the MP5.
Mhm.
All that will be there at launch. That's kind of that's one of those annoying things. I am very excited, but I have to point out the negatives. It's crazy that they have to confirm that. Like we've had these features. Why should we risk them being drip fed to us again? Like, of course it should be there at launch.
Yeah, I'm just glad that they're giving out so much information without revealing everything they can, because that's like a bad habit a lot of games are getting into with like
Oh,
releasing
for sure. I know exactly
sequels
what
and
you're
stuff like
talking
that.
about.
For
It's
example, with
like,
the release of Overwatch 2, they gave so many news and so much stuff like we're talking about and so much new content they promised and then they couldn't deliver on it.
mm-hmm. I know
And
when like throughout zombies they're kind of like, hey, maybe don't tell us the main goal of the map, like we want to explore it, and sometimes they kind of over explained.
yeah, exactly. And you don't get that excitement of Oh, new content, new stuff to discover, something we've never heard like been told about before.
So,
And that's like
oh, there's actually some more progression that we have to talk about.
there
So,
is?
there's weapon. So, here's additional ways to earn camos. You have your weapon prestige. You have your weekly
Okay.
challenges, seasonal events. You could anticipate an ample number of desired universal camos during the Black Ops 7 seasonal events and updates. So that's like the Nuketown block party, right? But then there's this redacted. Reach classified to unlock the classified mastery camo. Do you know what this makes me
That's
scared for? Is this
what
dark matter? Is this dark matter across everything? Is this level 1000? Or is this prestige master on every gun?
Prestige Master on every gun would literally make
It's
the
9,000 levels. It's 9,000 levels. I did the math. It's 9,000 or so
it
levels.
would make the camo grinders fucking nut. I imagine getting
I
something
don't know.
if they
I'm scared. This reminds me of the
I
Obsidian from
mean
2019 or like the there's some crazy stuff. Anyway, some
I mean
other
it'd be a
progression
oh,
stuff that's just stuff to grind for is the
mhm.
mastery badges are coming back where
Oh, good.
your tacticals, lethals, guns, score streaks, field upgrades, all that kind of stuff. If you use it enough, you get it from bronze, silver, gold, and then when you get enough in that category, you get it diamond. Which
Ye-
just earns extra XP as well, because there's plenty of XP in this game. So
Yeah, I
wait,
mean you gotta
actually,
get
hold up. Do you know what I
9,000
wonder then?
levels. What?
If there's a mastery camo, will there be mastery badges? Because
Ooh,
remember, it's not just mastery camo. We also have that end game. Like you're gonna be leveling up your guns as well. So like, will I be able to grind end game to get diamond snipers or something like that, and the diamond badge for them?
that would be very cool.
I'm so scared, but like, no, I didn't realize I didn't tell you. Yeah, this game is insane. Campaign, I'm so excited to see how it goes, and there's gonna be so much content. There's so much content. It's kind of too much.
I mean, this is the most content-filled game I've ever seen at launch, like in a
Yeah.
while.
So how
It's
about
not
go ahead?
it's not just gonna be like an extra DLC for Black Ops
No.
6. It's
No,
gonna
like
be
I literally have seen people say that about zombies. It's like this should have just been a DLC for zombies. I'm like, excuse me? I understand
genuinely.
I understand the people that thought that during MW3 because MW3 came
Yeah.
right after Modern Warfare 2 and there was a lot of changes that should have been. And there I will say there's a lot of changes in Black Ops 7 that should have just been in BO6.
Hmm.
But just because of that, this is its own game. It is no carry forward. They're having unique guns, unique maps, crazy mechanics, how many modes, new prestige, new camos, new features like overdrive. Like there's so many things. There is absolutely enough to say this is a standalone game. Again, I
Genuinely.
understand before MW3 because I thought it was a DLC, and then MW3 came out, and we realized it was a good game with crazy post-launch support. So like,
Hmm.
and this is way more content than it launched. MW3 launched with mostly just some new guns and Modern Warfare 2 remastered maps. This has
Yeah.
18 new maps, a 20v20 mode, and all these. It's insane. It's insane. By the way,
Mhm.
we are straight up an hour. We are straight up
Oh
at an hour.
God.
This might be
This
5 hours. I hope that's
Jesus
okay.
Christ. That's fine. I have all the time in the world.
I have to go to work later. I'm cooked. It's
You
okay.
are completely cooked. GG's.
So let's talk about the guns. So let's start with assault rifles. We have the M15 Mod O, pretty basic AR, the MXR17, pretty basic AR, and the Peacekeeper MK1, classic gun. Do you know what the MK1 Peacekeeper is?
Nope.
First DLC gun in all of Call of Duty. It
Oh,
was a DLC in Black Ops 2. It was the only DLC gun, but that is the first DLC gun we've ever had. So that's one of the
it's
reasons
gonna
why it's
be.
so iconic.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. I'm glad to see there's so much new content and old content coming
Yeah.
back.
No, there's plenty of new guns, but there's also some remastered. And then there will
Mm.
also be 3 additional ARs at the launch. So all these guns that we're talking about will be able to be used in the beta. I'm just really curious, will all of these be available on the survival map for zombies? We'll talk about that later. But that's what I'm really intrigued by.
I
Now,
imagine
go ahead.
every gun will be available.
Hope, but we'll talk about it because it's survival and I'm not sure how it's going to work. But let's go to the
Okay.
SMGs. Raiden for 45K, full auto. We have the Octra 45. This one really gets me excited because I'm just seeing that magazine. I'm thinking P90 type of thing, PP Bizin. And then we have the Razor
Seems-
9mm. Full auto SMG with an extreme rate of fire, but limited range and slow handling. This is going
So
to be
it's gonna
crazy.
be like a SOG, like a slower SOG, I imagine.
The Razor,
Yeah.
I would say more like the compact.
Or the Ladra.
Maybe, yeah. The Lodger had a really fast fire rate. And then there will be 3 additional SMGs. For
Okay.
shotguns, we are getting the Breacher, the M10 Breacher, classic pump. And then we are
Mm.
getting the Echo 12. The Echo 12 is a rechambering double barrel shotgun, firing 2 semi-automatic shots between rechambers. Great range and high damage potential with back-to-back
Oh,
shots.
oh God.
So this is a classic gun as well. We had one, but it was a 4 round burst. It was a not burst, but it was 4 fully automatic shots before you rechamber, and that's what this is based off
That's-
of back in in Black Ops 2. So it's
I
a
just
double barrel.
I hope they're
Yes.
not just doing a worse Maelstrom with Dragonfire and
No,
like.
this would probably be more like a little bit of a better ASG.
Mhm.
This won't be full auto. It's a
Okay.
double barrel. You can quickly
Okay.
change between the doubles, but it will just be a double barrel. So this would probably be more feeling like a semi-auto. Expect an additional shotgun at launch. That will probably be a full semi like auto, like not a double barrel,
Mhm.
like a full semi-auto, or that will be a full auto shotgun.
Yeah.
LMG, we have the MK78. Nothing crazy. We'll have an additional LMG at launch. Marksman rifle, a 4 round burst marksman rifle, the M8A1. This was one of the best ARs in Black Ops 2. And we'll be getting
Oh.
2 additional marksman rifles. So I'm assuming maybe a 3 round burst and a semi auto. Actually,
Yeah.
when we talk later, or yeah, so one of the things that it talks about is loadouts. So if you go to loadouts and there's the loadout feature of like sharing, I'm trying to figure
Mm-hmm.
out where it is. There was actually a thing for the weapon build numbers, and there's a few other guns in there.
Yeah.
And one of them looked like a revolver looking marksman rifle. Like you can kind of spin it around. It was like it was a semi-auto marksman rifle. It looked like, but it looked like a revolver barrel type of thing. So that reminds me of the Outlaw from Black Ops 4, but that's kind of exciting. So that's one of the marksman rifles for sure at launch, along with the M8A1.
I mean, it seems really cool what they're doing.
Now for snipers, are you ready for this? We have the VS Recon. This is pretty much confirmed to be the DSR 50. The DSR 50 is one of the most controversial and interesting snipers in all of Call of Duty.
Oh.
It was great. And then they nerfed it. And Vonderhaar, which is what a lot of people know Treyarch for, and especially classic Black Ops, got
Yeah.
significant death threats because of it. Because it got
Oh.
nerfed.
I have
Which
an
is like,
internet.
yeah, classic internet. Except this was like 10, 15 years ago at this point.
I mean, the internet's how it is for a reason, I guess.
Pretty much. So this is going to be your classic bolt action sniper rifle with quick rechamber and moderate recoil and stability.
XR3 Ion.
How are you thinking about this one? This reminds me of a
Three
sniper from
round,
Black Ops 3.
a 3 round burst sniper rifle with high power and low recoil, but slower handling and a short pre-fire delay. So, is it gonna be? Have you played Apex Legends a lot?
No.
Okay. Do you know what the charge rifle is?
I do know, yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. If it's like the BO3 gun, which was a 6 round burst, it wasn't a 6 round burst. It shot 6 pellets, but it was kind of like you had to charge up your 6 pellets to shoot it. That's what I'm thinking it is. It's a 3 round burst, but you kind of have to charge up your 3 shots.
I wonder if it gets faster. Like, I I wonder how big the mag is because if it's gonna be like a 20 round mag, I imagine that like, it would get a faster fire rate the longer you're just holding down.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you could get a fucking rapid fire attachment onto that sniper rifle, it's gonna be broken on long range maps.
It's gonna be insane. And there will be an additional sniper rifle. I'm assuming a semi-auto sniper rifle at launch.
Yeah, which is cool.
Pistols. Um, this is getting me really excited. This first one, the Jagger 45, that's the TAC 50. That is like my favorite pistol in Black Ops 2. It's a 2 tap. It was like a 2 tap.
No,
It was
that's good.
really good damage. So like that's coming back. I actually
Mhm.
called that during the trailer, the zombie trailer. Like that's the TAC 50 right there. Um,
Mhm.
and then the Coda 9, that's the Cap 40, full auto pistol.
Is that a perma attached
Laser,
laser?
full auto pistol with high damage, offset by strong recoil and short effective range. I'm not sure. An expected additional pistol. Okay, so question: the additional pistol. Do we want it to be a burst or a revolver type of gun?
Revolver. I
Because
will
I
always be a
love
hater.
the one burst in Black Ops 2. But with this being futuristic, I would also love shotgun akimbo pistol type of thing. So like a revolver.
I will always be a burst pistol hater.
That's crazy. That's fair. They're
I
not always great, but in Black Ops 2, oh, that was insane.
mm,
Uh, but we'll have to wait and see. That will be
I
at
would
launch.
I would love like a hand cannon deagle type thing.
Honestly, we didn't
A
get that. We
futuristic
didn't really
version though.
get that in BO6, did we? Yeah, no,
Yeah, exactly.
absolutely. Let's get like a deagle type of thing.
A slow fire rate, one tap
Yeah.
pistol,
Um,
which I guess is what we could also get in marksman rifles that you
yeah.
were talking about earlier.
Then we have the launcher. Launchers are yada yada score streaks, except the one launcher is crazy because it's a charged launcher. Hold the trigger to charge up a devastating energy beam that can pierce through enemies, dealing high damage to vehicles and score streaks. There's an additional launcher at launch. So can I get like a quadruple kill through people with this thing? Like,
This is
is this the railgun from
wasn't there a
Fortnite?
50v50 mode? Wait, this could go absolutely crazy as a railgun type gun. Like
Yeah, I don't know.
with the right attachments, this could be absolutely wild in multiplayer.
And then we will have one melee in the beta, and additional at launch. It's just a knife. I'm assuming the second one will be a 2 hit. Um. Oh,
That
okay.
looks
So
like a
are
good
you on
con.
the blog post right now?
Hmm?
Are you on the like looking through the multiplayer blog
Yeah.
post? So go
Yes.
down. Here's where I was talking about. Right
Yeah.
here is the gunsmith and weapon builds. There's the weapon build sharing. You can see the Warden 308. It's like the revolver looking
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
thing. And
That.
then along with that, you see some other guns. For example, the Carbon 57. You can see the mastery, or not the weapon. You see the prestige attachment, and
Mhm.
that's the red one, and it looks like it has extended mag. It's like a crazy extended mags or something. So
Mhm.
imagine extended mags, like the normal attachment makes the SMG up to 50, but this makes it up to 100 round SMG.
That would be
That would make
absolutely
it worth it
broken.
too. That would make it worth it to prestige.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, they have to do that to make it worth it to prestige these guns.
Yeah, so
Like, people don't
I'm
want to
really
grind for
excited.
something just for camos a lot of the time.
But I'm really excited for this marksman rifle. The Warden. That looks
Yeah.
so fun.
It
Firing.
might be the sniper,
No,
actually.
it says it right above marksman rifle or SMG. Like
Oh,
it
okay.
says marksman rifle right there. And then we just
Okay.
see another assault rifle and SMG. So these are another one of those.
Mm,
So that's what I mean. So we're gonna
I
get
mean,
the
oh,
M8A1 and this. So I don't know what the other marksman
they're
rifle will
also.
be. Probably a burst.
Do you see the codes up top?
So yeah, so weapon build sharing will be a new feature. So this is
Mhm.
going to be great for zombies, right? If I just say that I get this really good zombie build with these specific attachments that do increased damage to armored zombies, drop a good amount of salvage, extended mags 2 because it's slightly better, and then, you put on this one laser because tac stance is good, I can build this perfect gun. Instead of me telling you everything, I'm just like, "Hey, can you put in SOS Thrive 421," or you just copy paste it, and boom, you have all the attachments as long as your gun's leveled up and prestiged.
Exactly. This is also really good for. Do you use those websites that give you builds?
No, because I just make it myself. But
Yeah, there
I
are websites like those.
the only concern I have with these are console. Like,
Yeah.
is it really faster to put on 4 attachments in multiplayer? Like, I feel like it's faster to put 4 attachments on a multiplayer than put a whole code in on console. Now, if you can send those in game, be like, "Hey, I just made this," and I send it in game chat, and I can click a button to make a build of that, and then I just make a build of that. Great, that's fine. But if it's, you know what I mean, like on console specific controller, is that really worth it?
What if there's a button for controller players that could like that's basically just send to friend or something?
That's what I mean, like
Or like
in-game chat. Like there's the
share
in-game
build to
text
friend.
message
Yeah.
that you can put in there and you can press a button to make a build of it. But if that's not there, if it's just the code and I have to manually put the code in, I'm not going to do that on controller.
Yeah, that's valid.
Okay.
I mean,
So yeah, that's
okay.
that's really cool. We got to keep going cuz we are at an hour and 10.
Oh God.
Firing range,
Uh,
score streaks. I'm not really going to talk about all this stuff. They're like we'll experience it. Some of these are the same. There is some things I do want to talk about. Hand cannon. Uh, we'll talk about overclock later, but let's talk about the overclock abilities. The hand cannon, overclock
mhm.
2, will be dual wield. Dual wield hand cannon.
Oh, that's
Yep.
terrifying.
You have the grave marker. It will be available in the beta. I'm actually really excited. A one-hit kill sniper rifle that can reveal and eliminate targets behind cover. So, do you know what this reminds me of? That one
What?
exotic in Fortnite that you just kind of like hit people around the corner, like that's it. But then overclock, a larger magazine provides more ammo because it's a score streak, remember? So this is a
Mm-hmm.
score streak. So imagine you only get 3, well, now you have 5 reveal targets, and then reduce charge time before firing. And then there's
That's
another one that I think it's the whole way down here, not the harp, not EMP system, not the Legion. Is it the
Rhino.
Legion? Yeah, the
Mm,
Legion. Large anonymous drone cluster patrols the sky, automatically seeking targets and exploding on impact. So you know the
oh,
dogs.
yeah.
So in Black Ops 2, we had the Swarm, which was hunter killer drones, where you just get a hunter killer drone, you throw it, and it chases down one person automatically and kills them. It's like one free kill, pretty much. The Swarm is you
Hmm.
have 100 of them,
Oh God.
and it just rains down fire. So at the end of the multiplayer trailer, that's what this is. It's just they just fall down and they just chase everything. In Black Ops 3, we had rafts that were these like exploding ball, like spiky balls, and they're just like drop from a ship, and there just be like 15 of them floating around the map, and they just chase people. So I'm excited. I'm terrified for that. I'm never gonna get it, but that's coming. Other than that, there's not really much more for the score streaks I want to cover.
Mm.
But
I mean, I'm really interested in the Rhino.
the Rhino looks crazy. There is some crazy ones.
Remotely,
The problem is I also just play face off, so there's no score streaks.
I know, but like remotely control an armored robotic soldier equipped with a deadly minigun.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
There's I'm so excited. Um so I'm thinking we're gonna have to not cover everything. We can't just read the
Yeah.
entire blog post because we are at an hour and 13. So let's talk about perks real quick. Let's just talk about the new stuff, right? We're going to have your bonuses back, your recon, enforcer, etc., etc. But in this game, they have added new hybrid. So the way the hybrids work is you need at least 2 of one. So if you have a green, blue, and red, that doesn't do anything. But if you have 2 green or 2 blue, you get a hybrid. Of depending on what it is. So if it's between Enforcer and Recon, you get the Scout specialty. If you get green and red, you get Tactician, and if you get blue and green, you get Operative specialty. Again, if you want to read all these specific ones, I'll have a link in the description of all these blog posts as well, because there's just so much to cover. And obviously, when we get into the game, we'll be able to explore stuff and actually know what stuff means too. Also, some of this is already changing for the perks, so I'm not going to go into it. Wild cards. Let's talk about wild cards, because we're just kind of going up through and then going through some multiplayer stuff. So wild cards. Wild cards are returning. We're going to get Overkill, Prepper, High Roller, Fly Swatter, Gunfighter. All the basic stuff, right? But there's one big one that I'm really excited about. Additional wild cards. Specialist. Do you want to read that for us?
This replaces your score streaks with 3 additional perks on top of the ones you normally choose. Perks 4, 5, and 6 are earned like low-level score streaks at 200, 400, and 600 score. Earn all remaining eligible perks during a match at 1200 score.
So at 1200 score, you get everything. Mind you, there's some crazy combos you can do. For example, I do want to read 2 new perks that are coming to the game. They are link perks. One of them is in slot 2, and it is a recon. It is called Blast Link. Your explosion damage marks enemies on your minimap. Grants this benefit to all allies. Earn score when they deal explosive damage. So if your entire team is throwing grenades, you're marking the enemy, and you individually are earning score. Now imagine you partner that with Charge Link. It is a strategist in perk 3 slot. Field upgrades charge faster. This benefits to all allies and earn score when nearby allies use their field upgrades. So imagine everyone just throws down an ammo cache and it recharges faster. You're getting points every time they throw it down and somebody uses it. Imagine you do both of those as one of your 3 perks with Specialist. You're instantly going to be like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
This brings so many opportunities for like crazy combos and like grind material.
So I don't play Modern Warfare much, but that's actually a feature in Modern Warfare pretty consistently, especially back in the day, like OG 2 and 3 and Modern Warfare 2019. I will say Modern Warfare 2019, I generally actually put Specialist on, and if I got like a 5-6 kill streak, I practically became an unkillable, and it was so fun. And I can only imagine with some of the score streaks or perks in this game, especially like the movement ones. But here's what I'm interested about. Tac Sprint. If you unlock them all, are you forced to have Tac Sprint? That's a perk.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would not be a fan of that. There's lethals, tacticals, yada yada. I do want to talk about the stim shot. So the stim shot's back, right? Same thing. But with the overclock abilities, one of them adds the ability to remove player debuff. So imagine somebody keeps flashing you or you're concussed, you can get rid of that instantly. And then adds movement speed. So when you stim, it's like the classic and you just run faster. And there's a bunch more grenades and lethals and stuff. But again, there's just too much to cover everything.
What if you combo stim with movement perks and wall running?
It's gonna be insane. For loadouts, what do you think about the UI? I will say I love it, and it really reminds me of a mix between Black Ops 2 and 3. It is just giving such nostalgic vibes, and it feels different finally. Like, it feels unique.
I mean, this is one of those changes that are like not too important to me as a new player, but it does seem like easier to navigate than
and just
previous
futuristic.
than BO6. Yeah,
But so if we're
it looks
looking at our
cool.
main loadout UI, we're gonna have our primary, secondary, dedicated melee slots back. Thank goodness. I feel like they're
Mm.
gonna remove it next year because Infinity Wards are dumbasses. We have our wild card slot, field upgrade, tactical, lethal, 3 perks, and then specialty.
Mhm.
Um,
Pretty basic.
cool. So that's looking great. So before we get into the maps, let's talk about one of the new features coming, and that is overclock. So again, we kind of talked about it already,
Hmm.
but what overclock is I'm still not too sure. New feature overclocks. New to Black Ops 7, players can now customize their tacticals, lethals, field upgrades, score streaks with overclock system. Effective use of these individual loadout items will unlock up to 2 overclock abilities over time, providing variety of benefits like a lower score cost for score streaks, decreased charge time for field upgrades, and extra lethal in your equipment. Like the cluster grenade gets an extra grenade. Oh wait, actually I see it here right here. So in this one with the new feature, the picture,
Hmm.
the cluster grenades at level 1 of 3. So the thing I wasn't sure how this was going to work was, would that be in match? So if I use it enough in a single match, do I get that? Or is that just an upgrade that I choose into the match? So because I used it, I leveled up my grenade to level 2, and now every time I use it, automatically any match I use this ability. But if it's
That's
saying it's level 1 of 3, I'm assuming you get to choose it because there is an active overclock. So you do get to choose the overclock. It's not because you use it
mm.
better.
One thing I really do like is the bar for levels.
Yes, it looks really good.
It's so nice.
I'm so excited about so many things. So overclock's just gonna be a really cool dynamic feature to the game, and I'm really hoping it comes to zombies too. Because
Hmm.
imagine zombies for the field upgrades and tacticals with being able to like do dual wield hand cannons, but then also put on augments.
It's gonna be absolutely. It's
So
gonna be fire.
let's kind of end off the multiplayer segment in an hour and a half. Crazy. With the maps. I will say there's way more to multiplayer, but there's just too much, and we also haven't played much. Zombies, there is so much more, and I think both of us are kind of more excited about zombies.
Mm.
But multiplayer, I'm thoroughly excited about. We just don't know much because multiplayer is something you really have to sit down and play to tell if it's good. Whereas zombies, we're seeing all these brand new versions, cursed, dead
Hmm.
ops, like just survival back since Black Ops 2. Like we haven't seen these things in 5, 10, 15 years. Whereas some of these, it's great, but we can't really decide how it works, or it's just grinding, which I'm happy about with like the weapon prestiges, but that's not completely new versus something like cursed mode. So I'm gonna let's start off with the maps with the skirmish 20v20 maps. We have Mission Edge and Mission Tide. These are 20v20 maps. How do you feel about that? Because you never played Ground War, right? Since you only
I
played Warzone.
didn't.
So Ground War is a
What?
general Modern Warfare game, but then it came out back in World War II, and it was around for some of these modern. It was like 32 versus 32. So in this one, it'll be 20v20, and we have 2 maps for it, and it's just gonna be big team modes like 50v50 in Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean, I'm incredibly excited because this is something that like could be really, really good for camo grinding.
hmm I will
Because you would
say,
like
go ahead.
spawn trap 10 people
It could be
and just like
crazy. Um, in Modern Warfare 2019, the way their big mode worked, Ground War 30v 32 versus 32, it was domination, but instead of 3 flags, it was 5. So it was a really long map, and like you either spawn at A or D or was it E, and you had 5 flags to capture. And if you capture, but here's the funny thing: if you captured all 5 and you held all 5, it would start an automatic nuke for that team. They're like, "You're done. You lost. You guys have all 5 flags gone." But that is hard to capture. Keep 5 points on your team.
mm,
But yeah, I'm excited for that. I never really played it much. It's not my favorite thing, but I will say, especially after I kind of finish some challenges out and I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm going to take a break from camo grinding, 10v10 feels like a much better paced thing. So I'm excited to see 20 versus 20. The only thing I'm concerned about is, do they have updates? They had 20v20 last year for Modern Warfare 3, but or whatever it was, Ground War, but we never got any maps afterwards. We had one map at launch and one map DLC. So if we get these two and it is a good mode, I hope they have up things ready and planned, and we don't just have these two maps for the entire year.
Yeah, I hope they do like regular updates and regular new maps
I mean, we
like
will
every
for
couple
this
months.
for this 6v6, but specifically for 20v20, I hope
Yeah,
they do. Now, for 6v6, let's get into those maps. So we're going to start off with some remasters. We have Raid, Hijacked, and Express. What are you thinking about these maps? These are Black Ops 2 maps, and they're back
these
again.
I've seen a lot of trick shot clips hit on Raid, so I'm excited for that one.
There is one thing that will make or break Raid for me. Can you make a basketball shot? No, like straight up, like one of the pictures, you see the
I know.
basketball. You straight up would be able to shoot the basketball, and if you hit it the right angle, it would launch it in the basketball net in front of it. So I really hope that still is active, like a little Easter egg.
I hope they do like confetti if you hit it in.
And then Express, be careful because the train will go through, and if you get hit by the train, you do die. I die by
That's
that a
fine.
lot. It's great. Let's get into some of the new maps. Scar, medium sized. Looking pretty cool with some, like, we got like a crash. This reminds me of Crash. We have our little thing on fire in the middle.
Yeah,
Retrieval. This thing looks gorgeous. This reminds me of quite a handful of snow maps, and I am very excited.
I'm incredibly excited for this
That is a
too.
large size as well, 6v6. We have Paranola, small sized. I just need to read the description of this. There's something going on in the hospital, but is it all in your head? Well, half of the tiny map appears like a normal medical facility. The other half erupts into a psychedelic dreamscape. Objects floating upwards where a red light shines through the broken ceiling. Hold on to your sanity or risk being administered for life. That's a NP map. That's a basic
That's
6v6 map.
I feel like this could also be an area in the new zombie map.
So what I'm hoping for is we get some eerie sounds in this. But this reminds me, since you haven't really played campaign much, one thing I'm really
Hmm.
looking forward to with Black Ops 7 campaign is they've been kind of going into like the mindfuckery type of thing.
Yeah,
It's not some base the story's not bad, but it's not like some modern Odyssey. It's a pretty basic story. Um, but like I really like there's a whole mission in Black Ops 6 where you straight up were like drugged, like you fell down like into like a not ravine, but like down like an elevator shaft, and now you're in this like part of a facility that you're not supposed to, and you're like drugged, and you go back in time to like your memory, and then all of a sudden everything starts turning to zombies, and you have to defend zombies in the campaign, and then there's 4 areas we have to go to with certain bosses and a grappling hook you have to use.
I mean, speaking of campaign, this could be a campaign map.
No, no, that's probably what it is. Because in Black Ops
Mhm.
7 campaign, from the trailers and stuff we've seen, it's gonna be a lot of mindfuckery. Like they're going to use your emotions against you, and it's gonna be intense. Like one of the clips we saw was we just saw a gigantic hand throwing like building sized knives. So
Which
that gets me
is
excited though. That's why I'm explaining this map for you, because that is probably gonna be directly from the campaign or very
mhm.
similar. The map I'm most excited about, Homestead. We just got like a basic cabin where I think it's David Mason, childhood home, and it's just the Aurora Borealis. What do you think?
It reminds me of Chalet from Rainbow Six Siege.
I don't know Rainbow Six. All I know is
It
this map looks gorgeous.
it does look gorgeous. I mean, I've lived in areas like this before, so
Okay, so you can be quiet. More going on. I get freaking highway lights. I get highway lights. Flagship. Pretty basic. That one's nothing crazy. That's a small size. Den. It is a medium size. I'm looking forward to this one. This one could be cool. And if you
this
want to
could
talk
be.
about any of these, let me know. Like, go ahead, call out.
No, like I don't have much to say about a lot of these. They just seem different from the maps we have in BO6, of course, but they
Yeah.
seem like different on a fundamental level. Like
And I'm
there's
also
not.
just like the array of locations. Like, they don't all feel like the same, just generic type of thing.
It also seems like there's not like lanes like in or like
Well,
it
like,
doesn't
I
all
hope
feel
there
closed
is
off.
somewhat lanes because that's kind of like what Treyarch's known for, are good 3-lane maps. But we'll have to wait and
Yeah,
see. We have
like I'm
Colossus.
not
It's a medium
saying
sized. Go ahead.
there shouldn't be lanes. I'm just saying like I hope there aren't just pure 2-lane maps just face
Yeah.
off and just a lot of those.
Yeah.
That would be fun for hardcore, but like I would want
Some more
for
open
domination specific.
game. Yeah.
Yeah,
More open
open with a
gameplay.
lot of flank like where you can flank, go on like really big routes around the entire map and maybe fight one person and just get into their spawn, just stuff like that.
Yeah.
That would
Colossus
be
looks
really
pretty good.
exciting.
It's medium sized. Toshin,
Hmm.
playable at beta, medium sized. I didn't even realize like they're gonna be saying which one's at beta. I forgot beta's like next week. That's insane. This looks really cool. I'm excited for this one.
It does.
The Forge, medium sized map, playable in the beta, also looks phenomenal. We have
Imprint.
Imprint, medium sized,
Ah,
playable in the beta. That looks really exciting.
do you see the top left photo?
Yeah.
The little pit?
That's definitely like wall jumps. Like, you gotta jump
Mhm.
to like flank people. That's gonna be great.
I hope they really like take advantage of the new movement capabilities. It's
Same.
gonna be amazing.
We have Exposure, playable in the beta, medium size. This reminds me of Rust, right? Because you've seen Rust, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This reminds me of Rust a little bit.
Futuristic version of Rust.
Yeah. We got Cortex, playable in the beta, small sized. This reminds
Hmm.
me of one Black Ops 3 map, but Biolab from Advanced Warfare, if you know that one. And then finally, we have
Uh,
Blackheart, playable at the beta, small sized.
this could be a Stako like map.
This could be. I saw some people saying that, but like these side lanes, like that bottom right picture, just like the wall jumping, like it's gonna be some crazy movement, and we can kind of like take a bigger like step back at the top right picture. Again, we're looking at the blog post if you guys want to follow along with us. But there is just, yeah, there's some crazy spots where we can jump.
It seems really cool. I wonder if there's paths you can take like that go off the map,
Maybe
or you could wall jump off like something that you shouldn't be able to wall jump off of to go like a really big flank. That would be
we'll have
incredibly
to see.
cool.
All right, so let's end off the multiplayer segment with the modes. So obviously, we're gonna come back with some TDM, domination, both in beta, kill confirm beta, free for all, hardpoint beta, gunfight, kill order, control, all of that. We got search and destroy, and then we're gonna have face off, domination, TDM, kill order, kill confirmed, and skirmish. But we have a new mode coming called Overload, available in the beta. So this is just like kill order last year. From what I've seen, we people don't quite know, but do you want to read this part of it, Overload, and kind of like what the mode's gonna be about?
Fight for possession of the overload device in this new push and pull 66 respawn mode that challenges teams to overload the enemy's control zones and only one device spawns on the map at a time. So get in there and grab it before the other side can. The team in charge of the device must protect the carrier as they run toward one of the two designated zones near the enemy team's starting spawn. Disrupt one of the zones in time to score a point and spawn a new device in the field. The position of the overload device is always indicated on the HUD attack map, so be prepared for an intense tug of war as the device changes hands. Often throughout the match, any player holding the item benefits from a personal radar to help detect nearby enemies attempting to steal it away. At halftime, teams switch sides, stick together, get to the device, and overload the enemy. This seems like a capture the flag mode.
It kind of does. It kind of does. Again, with stuff like this, because it's a new mode, we can't really tell how the spawns are gonna work, how the pacing's gonna work. We can't really say much until we experience it, but we can experience it next week in the beta.
Like based off this little paragraph, this seems really close to capture the flag type mode.
Yeah.
Get the flag, get into your spawn, overload their spawns, get more points.
And then down here, there's also skirmish for large scale multiplayer battles, 20v20, and then there's a training course. I think Black Ops 6 had it too. It's just gonna be a spot where you can kind of learn some of the new mechanics, and like in BO7, you're gonna be able to learn the wall jumps, and there's a new finishing move. You know how you can grab people from behind?
Yeah.
You can grab them and chuck a grenade on them and kick them forward.
That's great, actually.
So you can practice that in the training course, and that will be available in the beta.
Peak.
All right, so that's multiplayer. We're at an hour and 35 minutes. How are we all feeling? Look, let's take a little break. I'm not pausing the recording, but let's take a little break. How are we feeling so far? Where is our hype level for Black Ops 7?
I'm incredibly excited for all the new movement features and new maps, new modes, and new everything.
There's so much.
It's just going to be a standalone game.
So I love Black Ops 6, right? I really do. But I will say I understand people feeling fatigue, and I think I really feel that in Black Ops 6, even though I didn't play the last few years. And one of the main reasons why I feel the fatigue, and one thing I'm most excited about, is the guns. I like the MP5, don't get me wrong, right? But like, how many times have you used the MP5?
Once or twice maybe.
No, but I'm saying like, how many times have you seen a gun like the MP5? Almost every Call of Duty has an MP5.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2019 had an MP5. Modern Warfare 2 and 3 had an MP5. This year has an MP5. Cold War has an MP5. Almost every year has had an MP5 since Modern Warfare 2019. And it's just like, I'm just kind of sick of it. Doesn't mean it's a bad gun, but it's not like fresh. Whereas if we go over here to these guns, sure, some of the ARs are going to be a little basic, but like the Peacekeeper, we haven't seen a gun like that in a while. I'm really looking for these SMGs. That shotgun, the Echo 12, is that going to be a toxic shotgun? Sure, but it's going to be unique. It's not just a basic full auto shotgun like the Maelstrom or just a basic semi-auto like the ASG. The Echo 12, and mind you, with these futuristic, again, we're getting to zombies now, and I've really enjoyed zombies. Do you know what else this gets me excited to do?
What?
Imagine the Echo 12 Pack-a-Punch.
That's gonna be actually wild.
Or for example, snipers. Imagine the XR3 Ion. Like, that's a really fun idea for a sniper. Imagine that Pack-a-Punch. So, like, I'm just excited for the weaponry. I feel like that's gonna add a lot of new feeling to the game.
It's gonna feel like its own game.
It is.
I think. I hope it will. I
So,
hope it'll feel.
Go ahead.
I hope it'll feel like a standalone game with all the new features instead of just another COD copy.
So do
Or like
I.
another COD
I feel like with some of the UI and the gameplay and just how many modes there are and the prestige and everything, I really do feel like it's gonna feel like its own thing. Okay.
And I think that's the most exciting part.
For real. But let's get into zombies.
This is gonna be a longer segment, huh?
Yeah, we're like an hour and a half in, but I don't even think we're halfway through. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna talk more about zombies probably.
Probably, but I might have to cut it short because it is 1 a.m. and my throat is starting to die. So if we talk for an hour and a half on this, cool. But after that, I'm gonna have to cut it.
I mean, we could honestly just cut the recording in half
Nah,
and
YOLO,
finish it
we're
tomorrow.
going. Zombies. Let's
Okay.
go. Uh, so we got the
Oh.
zombies reveal. New map. Ashes of the Damned. So this will be the new main story quest map with the 8 dedicated crew following. We have Dempsey, Nikolai, Takio, Richthoff, and Maya, Weaver, Carver, and Gray as the dedicated crew. And we're going to be following alongside them, exploring this map. This map has 6 strange locations. We have Janus Tower Plaza. This will be from like the outside of Black Ops 6 Reckoning. We have Vandora Farm. Farm is a classic map from Black Ops 2. We have Blackwater Lake. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this is classic too. I'm not sure though.
Wait, this is a multiplayer map. Is it
Is it?
not? I think it is.
No,
Yeah.
there is one, but I'm not sure. But I think the
No, it's
biggest
Homestead.
is it Homestead?
I think so, yeah.
Hold up. Where's the maps? Core 66, Blackheart.
I think it is Homestead. Like, actually.
Maybe. No, Homestead looks more like a really like the roof goes almost down to the ground. Whereas this one
Okay,
like
yeah.
it has taller roofs. But the biggest thing is look at the pyramid just floating in the location.
That looks incredibly cool.
We have Ashwood. Ashwood just looks like buried. Again, classic zombie map. Exit 115, classic zombie map. It looks like diner. We have Zygra,
Zarya Cosmodrome.
and that is just Ascension.
Yeah.
And then the fog, which looks atrocious, and
Oh,
terrifying.
there's the pyramid again.
Yep.
It's gonna be a recurring theme, I imagine.
So yeah, this map looks insane. And then referred to simply as the fog, so that's that. Don't expect a gradual increase in difficulty if you decide to run through the fog-laned areas. Skill and preparation are needed before venturing here, and overstaying your welcome in these zones may result in significantly challenging environment. Enemies have been to see here seem to be far more powerful, appear more rapidly, and move at faster speed while you're dealing with the increased threat. Watch your step. Explosive growths are also lurking in the fog. So this is all one map, by the way.
Jesus, this is one part of a map.
No, this is all different parts, but like all of
Yeah.
these is part of one big map. Ashes of the Damned are all of these. So
I know.
Transit was in Black Ops 2, and what Transit was, it was farm, town, diner, and I think like maybe one more, and you would get on the bus and you go between all the POIs. And it was one main quest. But then what they did was they took all the small locations, they took farm, town, bus depot, and they made them survival maps. So you just played in a little area there, and they added a pack a punch there and here and there, and you could play by yourself just high round. But the main quest and everything was on the main transit map. So you can play, for example, farm and survival, and we'll talk about that later. But if you want all the side quests, that's part of the Ashes of the Damned map, which is with everything.
Yeah.
Also, so when you travel through, you're going to travel through with the Wonder Weapon. We'll talk about that in a minute. But what it says here with the fog, pretty much what I saw someone saying, imagine you're at like round 5. We've never experienced super sprinters properly, but pretty much they're super sprinters. They're more dangerous, they're faster, health like tankier, right? And all that kind of stuff. What it sounds like is if you are in here too long, even though you're only at round 5, you're going to have round 25 zombies.
That's a bit wild.
So just don't go there. Or you can go through with old Tessie, the new Wonder Vehicle. Throughout the match, you're going to be able to get this truck, and you can upgrade it. When you upgrade it, you're putting a Wonder Waff on the top, you're putting amalgam heads on the front, and you're putting you're putting the Pack-a-Punch machine on the back, so you have a Pack-a-Punch machine with you, but you also use that as a boost.
It's gonna be fucking wild.
And then someone can shoot the Wonder Waff on top.
You can also lean out of the. They were talking about you could lean out of the cars and shoot shoot from there. It's gonna be crazy. You can also literally shoot lasers from the amalgam front.
Mm-hmm. And if
It's
you're shooting out the side, you can be shooting it with the new wonder weapon, the Necrofluid Gauntlet. In addition to blasting maggot sacks to atoms with the classic ray gun and the ray gun Mark II, there's a brand new wonder weapon to wield in Ashes of the Damned. Upon discovery, the Gauntlet is a
gauntlet.
black skull fang glove that glows with a billow-less greenish hue. The ancient artifact seems to be deadly at both melee and long range. Its umbral surface veins choked by various liquids that the gauntlet seemed to control. In fact, the entire weapon seems alive and
So
hungry.
that's
Command the gauntlet, and the dark fluid liquid can be reshaped into powerful spikes that shoot forth, skewing targets at range before the summon back into the gauntlet, inflicting further damage. It's rumored that the Necroflume gauntlet has vampiric tendencies and can also pull in items and power-ups from. Hold up. What? I
wait.
didn't even read this. I didn't properly read this. Okay, so pretty much what it looks like is it's saying close range and long range. So it's a gauntlet, it's like a glove. You can punch zombies, so it's gonna be a decent melee weapon, right? But then you can also shoot it. And when you shoot it, these spikes that you shoot out will return
Hmm.
back. So it's gonna be like a boomerang. But then
Okay.
also, if you shoot power ups, it will automatically activate the power ups and pick up
Oh,
things at a distance. But also the vampiric, will it have life heal? Life
I
steal.
wonder. I hope
But do
so.
you know what's even crazier? Think about it. Think about an item like this. Pack a punch
Mhm.
camo on it.
Oh God, that's gonna be so cool.
Oh my god. I'm so excited. Um be
I can't.
so yeah, that's some of the weaponry. Um
Ashes of the Damned, a brief bestiary.
so we
So I
have
guess this is about
all the different
the
types of
new
zombies.
zombies.
So we have base and armored zombies,
Oh,
whatever.
look at the photo.
Oh
That's
yeah, I
gonna.
know.
That's the look of the gauntlet.
Yep. Yep. We have the video too. It's looking
That's.
great. So I'm not going to
We will
talk
have
too
a
much
link.
about normal and armored because they're normal
Yeah.
and armored. The new one of the new types is Ravengers. Said to be tortured minion of an unknown evil, the Ravager prowls the dark ether on all fours. Usually, okay, so actually, real quick before we talk about it, it says dark ether. So Black Ops 7 will be set in the dark ether completely. The dark ether, so I know you don't know zombies much, and I don't know it that much, but I've definitely played BO6 enough. The dark ether will be, for example, I'm trying to give you a good example. So you know the church in Liberty Falls.
Yes, I do.
That's the dark ether.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
the tomb, that second
Hmm.
dimension that we go through the portals, that's the dark ether. And you know how it's like purple and it's glowing, it's chaotic? Because of
Yeah.
that, that's when we have the floating pyramids and everything. It's not in the real world. It's all in this fantasy world, which lets their creativity flow. They don't have to be locked down to stuff like science in Janus Towers. They can go all sci-fi, or not all
That
sci-fi, all magic.
that's so cool.
And that's going to be for the entire year. So all the DLC maps will be in the Dark Ether.
This
Okay.
this is all just.
So
Mhm.
Ravager, it's going to be prowling on all fours, usually in packs, lurking in the shadows until the moment it can strike. Drawn to material spoils, the creature consumes salvage and other dropped provisions, a habit that can directly impact your survival in the field. Packs of Ravengers are essentially dangerous, overwhelming squads with relentless furies of sharp clawed wounds. More than scavengers, Ravengers can also latch onto moving vehicles even at high speeds. So these like the things that are going to be a threat in the fog when you're on the vehicle. But do you know what I
Yeah.
saw someone say? It said it picks up your salvage, and that's rough. I think that's great. I think it's
Yeah,
great
it's a
it
new.
picks up salvage. No, not because it's a threat. Because it's such a big map, you're
Hmm.
going to be killing things. You're not going to pick up everything. I saw somebody saying this might not be a direct cause, but this is definitely something that it does. This could be a great way to help with memory issues. Instead of having all these dropped items throughout the map, they have this AI that automatically gets rid of everything.
I wonder if it also drops that salvage when it's killed.
It won't. It definitely
It
won't.
won't.
It definitely won't.
Well,
Do you want to talk about
That
this
sucks.
next enemy?
The bear,
Yeah.
it looks so cool. In Apex Zursa, the new enemy, an apex predator twisted by the dark ether. The Zurza is no ordinary bear, but a hulking, undead monstrosity whose thick hide and parasitic infestations make it an elite level threat. Driven by madness and aggression, it mauls with bite and claw strikes that not only deal heavy damage, but also wound victims, leaving them vulnerable to lingering harm until they recover.
There's more.
Holy shit, there is?
Yep.
Oh.
There's this next little section.
When the Zurza roars into combat, expected to charge and on all fours, battering through teams or slamming into old Tessie. As if its raw strength weren't enough, the Zurza is a host to parasitic insect, so-called zombies. Stupid name, by the
BEE.
way. BEE, not IE. That swarm from hive-like growths, infesting the beast's fur and skin. These clouds of stinging death add chaos to an already fraught fight. When taken on alone, the Zurza is a towering menace. Amid other threats, it becomes a mauling engine of devastation.
So what I saw one of the devs say is with old Tessie and having this big wonder vehicle, we need something equal to that in terms of zombie threat. And they made
Yeah,
this. And I'd say they succeeded.
they did. This thing looks fucking terrifying.
This needs to be on farm. The survival map, we might be able to play with this next week, actually. And we'll
This
talk about that later. But yeah. That I love this enemy. It is a phenomenal enemy.
this thing looks so cool.
So there are some other general intel for Black Ops 7 enemies. So we have some audio cues. Did you hear that? Expect to hear a special round sound, round audio stinger when zombie strength increases as rounds progress. So instead of just the rounds randomly progressing, you don't randomly know and the zombies look the same, but now the zombie does 2 times more damage. There will be an audio cue for that.
Okay.
There's some fewer super sprinters. Armored zombies, heavy and light armored zombies are weighed down by their protective skeletal armor and are slower and more durable. There also won't be super sprinters that are armored. No
Okay,
longer
that's good.
super sprinters. Overall, zombie armor is more easily destroyed, but more durable against explosive splash damage. So if you're spraying it, you break the armor, but you can't just use like the Mustang Sally, like the explosive pistols,
Hmm.
and just kill like 7 of them. They're going to be a little bit tankier for the armor, but normal bullets will kill them faster. Instead of 7 shots, it will take 5. But you won't instantly kill 3 armored with 1 explosion.
I mean, that's a good change.
I think it's a good
I'm not
balance.
upset with
I wouldn't mind if the explosions stayed the same, but I understand because now all the red guns are normal. It's balancing. It's unfortunate, but I understand the balancing. And then certain weapon
Yeah.
and attachment combinations are more effective at armor zombie takedowns. I'm just hoping this just means like FMJ. Like there's just be some attachments and muzzles or something that would do more armor damage.
Yeah, I imagine it's gonna be like that.
And then finally
Like
here, go ahead.
jump pads.
Oh no, before that. Sliding
Oh.
knockdowns. Sliding into a
Oh.
normal zombie knocks it down but doesn't inflict a lot of damage. That's interesting because we have something like that for PhD,
Hmm.
but you need PhD slider.
Yeah.
So that is
And
just a
also the
base thing
augment.
against normal. It
That's
won't do a lot of
cool.
damage, but it will at least push them over. So yeah, we have
I
jump
mean,
pads.
this is
Oh my god, there's so
really
much.
cool.
This is the final part of
There's
part 1 of 4 parts. 5 parts to the zombie blog. We got this.
my throat's gonna be done.
For real, my throat's already dying.
This is so much fucking info to talk about. Holy.
Okay.
Um, jump pads. Once power has been restored to the local area you're navigating around, so I imagine there's gonna be generators and stuff you have to.
So every
Um,
area, every of the
mhm.
6 zones will have its own power quest. That will be both in the
Okay.
survival version, but when you're playing the large Ashes of the Damned, you will have to go through each zone to unlock the power and thus the jump pads and stuff.
Okay. Good, that's a nice feature actually. Something more to do other than just Easter eggs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Aside from bringing some illumination to the horrors you're confronting, you can also investigate several mysterious technical marvels across Ashes of the Damned known as jump pads. Rapid navigation. Rapid navigation. Jump pads allow players to navigate across the vast landscape of the map rather than brave the thoroughfares of this hellscape. So
So
is
we've
it gonna be
had
like a
them
fast
before.
travel?
Yes. So if you actually
Okay.
scroll down to, if you want to scroll down to the ammo mods and fireworks, you
Mm.
actually see the one guy jumping in. That's the jump pad at the very beginning. You kind of launch forward,
Oh, okay.
and they will be as a thing for fast travel. There's a bunch more here, but we can skip over it. If you guys really want to read deep into these, go check out the blog post. Link will be in the description. There's just we can't really sit here and read everything. Uh, we have the saw blade trap. It's a new type of trap. Nothing too fancy. It's just a new type of trap. It looks pretty cool. So let's talk about
Mhm.
dark preparations, modes, and loadout. So we have our modes. This is definitely gonna be crazy. This next part is about to be crazy. So we have standard mode. Standard mode is standard mode. Play the new
It's just
round-based map, Ashes of the Damned, continuing the fight against the undead within the Dark Ether. It'll be November 4th with it'll be searching for the clues of the truth that what lies ahead, recommended for experienced players. This will include access to the main quest and side quest content will be available at launch. So that's going to be the main boss if there is one. It might be like Liberty Falls where there's like just you have some survival type quest, or the side quests that can be like, the Rat King on Citadel. That could be the Trash Can on the Reckoning. Right? That's all those will be available in standard. Directed mode will be just like Black Ops 6, so all those side quests will be not available, and you can just be a little bit easier to go for the main quest. Now, for the first time since Black Ops 2, we have survival mode. Survival maps are coming back to zombies for the first time since Black Ops 2, delivering a focused, unfiltered experience based on a small part of Ashes of the Damned map at launch. There are no quests other than you and your squad surviving against the relentless undead for as long as you can. So,
this.
before we get to this next part, let's just go down and let's just talk about survival.
This seems just like a new mode for, not a new mode, a returning mode for high round grinding.
Not just it's just casual. You don't have all this
Yeah.
chaotic stuff in the side. You don't have exfil and this and that. You just play.
Hmm.
There is a section here, so we will actually be able to play this map next week in the beta, the farm. So in survival, you and optionally your teammates venture within the perimeter of a map. In this case, the farmstead, and hold out for as long as possible. There are fewer places to run. Old Tessie is out of commission, so you don't get that. And tactical positioning is key to keeping the undead forces at bay. Once the power to the farm has been restored, you have a focus plan to survive for as long as possible, but with little chance of escape. So you still need to unlock power when you do survival.
Hmm.
Black Ops 2, I think, had that. Like, there was a few things that you had to go do or something like that. Any accessible
Okay.
caches, machines available in standard appear in its identical survival. So if there's an armory station, it's automatically there. It's like, so if
No,
there's
that's
one in this
nice.
corner, it's going to be there in standard mode. If there's a perk here, it's there.
Okay,
But
that's nice.
any other interactable crafting table, wall buy machines, and the map are moved to the survival map. So, for example, in standard mode, the farm does not have Pack-a-Punch or the Wonder Fizz machine, but they are added to the survival version. So every
Okay.
survival map that we get, so if we get one of each 6 or we get some unique ones or this and that, they will have a guaranteed Wonder Fizz and Pack-a-Punch, whether it's there or not, and a crafting table. So you can craft score streaks, buy more armor plates, like all that kind of stuff. You can just do all that with your salvage. You don't have to worry about it not being there. So the layout might be a little different on where things are, but they will be there.
Okay, that's good.
In
This seems,
survival, go ahead.
Survival seems really good for camel grinding.
It does. It does. In survival, your options are clear. Fight as many rounds as you can, uh, judging the best time to flee via exfil before you're overwhelmed by the dead. So maybe there is exfil. I'm not totally sure. And then for the first time ever, Black Ops 7 will have survival mode in the beta, which I cannot await. So that's pretty crazy. But that's not even the craziest part. Do you want to scroll back up and read what that other thing after survival mode is?
Cursed mode. Take on a new experience featuring some legacy mechanics. With numerous side quests to unearth increasingly potent and cursed relics. Activate these relics to face harder challenges in exchange for new levels of power, replayability, and rewards.
So this is pretty much your classic slash hardcore version. So I know a lot of people have been asking for classic point system, starting pistol, all this stuff. That is all coming in this. But at the same time, they're not just making a classic mode, they're also adding some more difficulty to it. So it's kind of like a hardcore version.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot here, but pretty much there's some key points. First of all, we don't know how to unlock it. It will not be there. It will be there day one, I assume, but you have to unlock it. So that could be anywhere from completing the campaign. Now, I know you don't know why, but why do you think completing the campaign would be the reason to unlock cursed mode?
Because campaign is zombies based. I don't
No.
know.
So, you know how there's 3 modes classically in zombies? I mean, in
Yeah.
COD, and zombies is the
Mhm.
third. Zombies used to be the passion project. It wasn't this third mode they spent all this time on. It was a fun little side project on top of campaign and multiplayer. And back in the day, when zombies was added at World at War, zombies was an Easter egg for beating the campaign. You beat the campaign, you unlock zombies.
Oh, wait. That's actually really cool.
So, for a little bit of nostalgia, they might be like, hey, go beat the campaign. Go play another mode, like just back in the old days, and then you unlock cursed mode. Or you could have to beat the main quest. You have to go through the entire main quest solo, maybe with somebody, and you unlock cursed mode. Or what if there's specific things you have to do? Hey, here's a side quest you have to do. You have to do this, this, and this, and you unlock cursed mode. We have no idea. But you do have to unlock it. But once you unlock it, it's there. You're good. I don't know if you have to do that. I'm not sure how it all works. I don't know if it's like a separate mode like standard or directed, or you activate cursed mode kind of like a rampage inducer.
I think it should just be a
I
special
think it is a
like
special
third
mode.
mode.
But one thing it will have is unless you've reached certain criteria, once you figure out how to access the mode, you start a curse match with some familiar friends. Only a trusty pistol with your hand, no loadout weapons. You will not start with an AR, shotgun, whatever you want. It will be a pistol. I don't know if you're going to choose that pistol. I don't know if it's going to be a classic zombie pistol. I have no idea, but it will be only a pistol. No minimap, which I don't normally use a minimap anyway, but you won't have access to it, and a classic point system inspired by Black Ops 3. And I know I was talking to you about that the other day, right?
To work.
Just the classic point system and just how great that is. And here it is. It's there. We're getting it back. Now,
That's really exciting.
another thing that's going to be really fun is to make it like more why I said like hardcore slash classic mode is, again, we're not sure how this mode really works, but kind of what I'm understanding is once you unlock it, cursed mode, you have it. But if you beat the main, we also don't know if the main quest for Ashes of the Damned will be available on the cursed mode of Ashes of the Damned, but there will be unique side quests in cursed mode.
Mm.
It's really confusing, but I'm okay with that. I think it's just we kind of have to wait to see and experience it. But what they're talking about is, from what I understand, is say that you beat the main quest in Ashes of the Damned. You unlock a relic, so maybe like the Sentinel artifact, right? A zombies classic artifact. So you have the Sentinel artifact. If you enable the Sentinel artifact, you now have a 4 perk limit. Say
Mm-hmm.
that you get this one, it's part of the shield from Mob of the Dead back in the day. You now have no more ammo caches. That's 2 of the examples they use, but you can, and what it also sounds like, if you go into a private match, you can select all these. So say that, hey, I want to play with no perks, or just I want to play with 4 perk limit and no ammo. Hey, I want to play with no armor and no mini map. Like, you can kind of pick and choose, or you can do all of them. But no matter what, you will have classic point system and pistol, and I'm thinking no mini map. Like, all those will be standard no matter what relic you choose.
That's incredibly cool.
And they are guaranteed for post-launch. Are set to become even more hectic, and as you hunt down more dangerous artifacts, each Black Ops 7 map will also have more relics to discover throughout the post-launch season. Now, you're probably like, why would you do that? Other than, just more of a challenge. Why curse yourself by choosing relics to increase the challenge? Because doing so is the key to unlocking more powerful relics, as well as granting you classified benefits and rewards unique to the mode. Good luck, you'll need it.
Ooh.
So I don't know if that's like you start with Pack-a-Punch. I don't know if that's you start with... I don't know what that means. Do you get a camo? Do you get Pack-a-Punch? Do you get like actual in-game like stats? Like maybe you start with 200 HP or something?
Maybe it's a Dark Ops calling card.
That's what I mean. I don't know if it's like a camo or Dark Ops calling card or something, or is that like an in-game? I feel like when it says strength, like unlocking more powerful relics, you're probably going to be stronger. Classified benefits, like a calling card ain't really a benefit. It's a cool feature, and I gladly would take that, but it's not really a benefit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The
I
rewards
don't.
could be calling cards, though.
No, those are definitely there's definitely a calling card related to that. I
But
refuse to
yeah,
believe there
so we
isn't.
definitely don't. That's about as much as we know, but it's pretty exciting. And then there is, so we'll come back to it when we get there, but that's really all we have the info for. Let's get back on track on this blog post, because let's at least finish part 2, please.
How long have you been recording now? Has it been two and a
2
half?
hours and 10 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Tool up and choose. So you have your loadout. So ranged weapon, you have a dedicated melee slot, field upgrade, tactical, lethal, and gobblegum packs. Black Ops 7 confirmation changes, build code, 30 weapons to level up, weapon prestige, support weapon, and there's melee weapon adjustments. So support weapons, these are pretty much your score streaks, except the
Yeah.
mutant injection is now gone.
Oh.
And it's now the disciple injection. You become the elder disciple.
What?
That's what you get injected with,
Is
which
it
is
gonna
awesome.
wait, will it be like can you summon zombies? Like brain rotted zombies then?
I don't know. I don't know. I
I
don't know.
hope so.
I hope
That
so.
would be
There's also some changes to melee weapons that I think you're going to be excited about. There's a beneficial change coming to melee weapons in Black Ops 7, allowing them to inflict critical and more damaging attacks, allowing for more personality in every melee you use. Look for full explanation featured later in this blog. So we'll
that's
talk about
peak.
it later. New and returning features. So we're getting Essence and Salvage back. I'm not going to read all of this, but it's Essence and Salvage.
And power up intel.
So first, actually, though, Gobblegums can now be recycled to retrieve instant additional essence. The amount you receive is determined by the Gobblegum. Say that you have an extra purple one that you don't use. You can just recycle that at the beginning and get like 5,000 points instantly.
Mhm. Yeah. There's also a new power up
Yes
being
and
added to
no.
zombies. Well, a returning power up, I imagine.
Yes and no. What
What
might
does that
that be?
mean?
What might the power up be?
Random perk.
So yes, you've probably heard random perk before. You get it all the time. It's like you do the side Easter egg, you get a random perk. But now it will be in the in the loot pool. Now I actually learned something when I watched a video. Do you know why it's random and why we never see fire sale and then randomly we see like 10 of them?
Why?
The way fire sales, so all of them spawn naturally, right? Instant
Hmm.
kill, double points, max ammo. Fire sale only spawns after you've moved the mystery box. So after it's moved one time, fire sales can spawn.
Oh.
So I learned that. But yes, uh, random perk, yada yada. But that is a new thing. So let's see, max. Also, another major change: max ammo now fills your equipment.
Oh.
So it'll fill your
That's
grenades and tacticals and stuff like that. Fire sale will temporarily decrease traps and wall buys. Random perk power up has been added. A number of perks must be purchased by all teammates. So I think like we each have to buy 3 perks or something, and then a random perk will be in the loot pool. Multiple and then also if I go down and I buy 3 more perks, I think that counts as 6. I don't know.
okay.
We have to wait and see. Multiple power-ups randomly dropping within a single round are more frequent. And then yada yada. There's some more new gobblegums as well.
That is a really nice change.
Okay. We got
I,
this.
part 3 is the longest part for our
It
viewers,
is,
so I
but
guess we'll
there
probably.
is some really good content. This is pretty much all the gameplay stuff. So enhancements overview. So this is pretty much all how you can increase your ability and make your character stronger. So what's gonna happen is this is 3 different categories. You have your field upgrades, ammo mods, and your perk-a-colas. Now I know one thing that people were annoyed about with Black Ops 6 was we got a new perk. Can you guess what that perk was? Double
Depth
tap,
perception. Oh, okay.
depth perception, both of them, vulture aid. They're not new. They were in
Mhm.
old CODs, but the new map that we got, we didn't get a new perk. We did get a new perk in Black Ops 6. It was mainly Mochiato, but we only got one. And the rest of this year, they just drip fed us. This is
Yeah.
exciting. We will be having 11 returning perks. We'll be having Juggernog, PhD, Elemental Pop, Melee Mochiato, Vulture Aid, Double Tap, Quick Revive, Deadshot, Depth Perception, Stamina Up, and Speed Cola all at launch. So we don't have to have it a season and we just randomly get Double Tap. It's like, well, why are we getting Double Tap? Why didn't we just already have that? But we are getting one new perk, Wisp T. We'll talk about that in a little bit. 6 ammo mods. Same thing. We won't be drip fed them. There will be some at season 1. We'll talk about those. But we're going to be getting Brain Rot, Napalm, Shadow Rift, Deadwire, Cryo Freeze, and a new one, Fireworks. Then finally, field upgrades, Dark Flare, Healing Aura, Frenzy Guard, Energy Line, and I'm happy we start with Aether Shroud. That's really good. And then Toxic Growth. New one.
Yes.
So there is some changes here, but we'll talk. Yeah, so let's get to some changes on augments. But first, you may have noticed Black Ops 6 ammo mod Lightmen and Shatterblast and 3 field upgrades. Tesla Storm, Frostblast, and Mr. Peaks aren't listed returning. Expect them to appear at the beginning or during season 1. So it's not drip fed over 3 years, but also like over the year. But I will say generally season 1 is right after preseason's like 3 weeks. So this isn't like, hey, we're waiting like 2 months. Give us like 2 weeks, and then season 1 hopefully we'll have some extra content. We're going to have a map, some new perks, plus all the new multiplayer stuff, and who knows what else.
Just very nice.
So, changes to augments. So, I know you just told me this, but yeah, I did see this in the blog post right here. So, Black Ops 6 augments will be coming over to Black Ops 7. So, for example, we have Juggernog. If you already have it maxed out and you have reactive armor, you get it all. You start the game. But does that mean you have it maxed out? Like, I have it maxed out in BO6. I have every augment in BO6. Does that mean I'm already maxed out in BO7?
I mean, I imagine.
No, you're not.
I mean, yeah, hopefully not.
No, you're not.
Pretty, very
They
much
are
cheating.
adding Well, not cheat, but they will be adding 1 minor and 1 major to everything. So the new stuff will start
Mhm.
with 4 minor, 4 major, and all the old stuff will have a new one. But there's actually an extra thing. So it kind of felt boring after you got everything. Like you got all the augments, it's kind of whatever. Like it's I love it. I don't want them to remove it. One of my favorite features about Black Ops 6. But what they added is they actually added a thing where once you get that final augment, there is now an extra slot. And that extra slot will allow you to equip a second minor augment. So you will have 4 major, 4 minor. You could equip 1 major and 2 of the minor augments on everything. All the perks, all the ammo mods, and all the field upgrades.
That's gonna be amazing.
I'm going to be overpowered. Day
Yeah,
one.
which is the
Because
amazing
I can
part.
equip everything already.
Hmm. It's
Um,
gonna be absolutely great.
yeah. So there's some really good changes to perks here that make them a little bit better. What, like just a different thing. Again, if you want to read on to specific things about the augments, there's literally an entire blog post on the augments. But we do not have time to go over every augment right now. So let's go over the new stuff though. Do you want to talk about Wisp T?
Yeah. There's a new augment, not an augment, a perk, a
Yep.
cola,
Perk Cola. Yep.
a drink to summon a companion wisp after killing zombies. So there was a little sneak peek of this in the new videos posted on X.
Yep.
It's basically whenever you kill a zombie, a little glowing ball appears and it kills another zombie for you,
Pretty much.
which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And
It's
with
okay,
certain
but
augments,
there's
but
things that make it even better. So how about you talk about what the perk does first? That little segment right here, right underneath, before we get to the augments.
this perk specializes in adding a protective ethereal creature that remains near the player, appearing only after the player inflicts a large amount of damage to the enemy. Use of field upgrades, equipment, and other high damage items quickens the summoning. Once summoned, the Wisp begins to slay nearby enemies for around 30 seconds. 2 minutes later, it can be summoned again. The Wisp is summoned after defeating a number of zombies. The number is important rather than the speed of slaying, though obviously the Wisp will appear more quickly if the enemies are killed with
So it
haste.
needs 50, but if it takes you 10 minutes to get 50, then it takes you 10 minutes. But if you kill the 50 in 2 minutes, well then it takes 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. It's just the 50.
The Wisp targets all zombie types indiscriminately.
So that's like it
The
won't
Wisp.
target like Mr. Peaks, one of them, like the Apex Hunter, he will target
Mhm.
the strongest one. It won't target it weak one, it won't target boss zombies, it will just target whatever's in front of it.
Yeah, so closest zombie gets killed, basically.
And this
The
final
Wisp
point,
The Wisp also realizes the importance of turning around and will refrain from killing the last zombie remaining.
which is great.
Amazing.
Did you know that gets better?
Amazing change.
That gets better.
It does.
So pretty much the Wisp is this little creature. Let's talk about the major augments. I think the major augments are really cool in the idea, and it adds personality. What each of the major augments do is it changes the Wisp to a different creature. The first one is Mask of Wrath. The demon does more damage. It just increases the damage, so it's just a really good fighting thing. Or you can do
Hmm.
Mask of Salvation. It becomes a fox, and the fox can revive you up to 3 times per match. So it's like Dying Wish. So up to 3 times it will revive you. I don't know if that's going to be with perks, without, but either way, 3 self-revives pretty much. Mask of Distraction. The monkey attracts enemies and does damage in areas. That's like the monkey bomb. And then finally, Mask of Benevolence. The maiden does not attack, but will periodically heal you.
I am insta-equipping that the moment I get it.
Did you know there's actually a minor augment that should be a major augment?
There is.
Minor augments. Extension. Increase the whip's lifetime. Haste. Decrease the cooldown before a wisp can be summoned. So that's generally the type of combo I would put on my minor augments.
Hmm.
Fetcher. The wisp will auto pick up items and power ups for you aside from the nuke. So again, it won't grab a nuke because, that sounds great. There's this other one though, Zombie Sitter. The wisp will attract and avoid damaging the last zombie. It already does that though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the round until the round sits. So it won't kill it, right? But it will attract it. The wisps will take the final zombie and have it run around until round ends. So if it takes 5 minutes and then all zombies automatically die, it will just have the zombie run around for 5 minutes so you can go explore the map.
It will do that for you.
Yep, until it automatically dies.
That is amazing.
So why is that a minor augment? Like, is that's a major augment?
That's like a must-have
No,
augment, no?
that's an instant. Yeah, that's an instant equipped. That's an instant equip. But do you know what's
There's
crazy? If I
literally
max it out, I get that plus another one. So I can do the healing plus that plus auto pickup stuff.
that's amazing. That's this will be one of the better Perca-Colas in the
Yeah.
game, I imagine.
Wonder Fizz is getting an update. In Black Ops 6, the Wonder Fizz became available at round 25. In Black Ops 7, the arrival of your Wonder Fizz machine is dependent on you and your teammates. It now also arrives after a certain number of perks have been bought, including repurchases by all players. So it might require, this is what I was saying, it might require 6. If I buy
Mhm.
3 and go down and buy another 3, that will get us to 6. If I
Oh,
buy
okay.
3 and you buy 3, that got us to 6. And that unlocks this. So you won't need to get to around 25. So this just automatically will unlock everything.
Okay.
We
That's
have a
very nice, actually.
new ammo mod. Fireworks. Fireworks just looks fun. Um I'm not going to talk too much about it. Like, the new perk looks crazy. Fireworks was back in Black Ops 3. I'm just excited to see how this does with all the augments, but nothing too crazy. I do want to talk about the new field upgrade, though. Do you want to read this?
Sure. I shall read this new field upgrade. Toxic growth. Summon a deadly growth of thorns in front of you. Supporting a more defensive playstyle and extremely useful if you're guarding a narrow entry point from an advancing horde, the toxic growth allows you to deploy a thicket of viciously sharp thorns that have the additional benefit of being poisonous. Peak.
Yeah. So, like, we have the video here if you guys are, again, on the blog post, but you pretty much just summon a thing of thorns, and it looks crazy. Toxic thorns don't harm you or your teammates. No more than 3 can be spawned. It slows down enemies, but then the augments are crazy. So major augments. I don't even know how to pronounce half these. These are some big fancy plant words.
I'll do it for you. Urticant. Toxic growth takes up a wider area, and enemies that enter the growth continue to be slowed after leaving it. Which is
Pretty
an
cool.
absolutely amazing generally though. Core Deception. The first normal or special enemy to walk into the growth is entangled and charmed, attacking other enemies that enter. So it's gonna be something similar to Brain Rot, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that one's, and there's actually a change to brain. Like, that was one of the changes. With the charmed enemy, they made a change. Remember how, like, the whiffs won't affect the round change. It won't kill the last zombie. Charmed enemies won't do that either. So if there's one
Oh,
zombie other than charmed, instead of killing it and then the charmed enemy would explode and die itself, it will not attack the last zombie,
that's amazing.
which is such a good change.
Pollination. Enemies killed by the growth explode and do toxic damage. Zukori. The first normal special enemy becomes toxic growth.
So I
The first
assume it just
normal special enemy to
grows
walk in.
I would assume it just grows the
Yeah.
spikes.
Either it grows the spikes or it becomes something that attacks the other zombies, just like in the growth,
So
which might be.
we get one of these. Which one are we doing?
I'm probably taking either pollination. I'm probably taking pollination.
I'm thinking pollination too. That's what I was thinking. It depends on how much the zoo one makes it grow. If I can make it grow like 3 times the size, then sure, I
Yeah.
might pick that. That can be really good. But pollination probably. Now, how about the minor ones?
Ankle Shredder, enemies are slower walking through it. Green Thumb it gives the growth way more HP, and extra charge gives you an extra charge. Plant food, killing enemies has a chance to drop healing fruit.
So
That.
again, remember you get 2 of these. So imagine you get them to explode, dealing toxic damage and slowing nearby ones. You
Hmm.
get 2 charges, or you can significantly increase the health. I'm probably going to do increase the health, and you get heals when they explode, and dealing damage to everything else.
That's this is an amazing augment.
It's a field upgrade.
It's a
Uh,
field. Oh,
yeah, this is a
yeah,
whole
sorry.
field upgrade, but like I'm really excited for this. Like I use Aether Shroud more as a support, but like this
Mm,
seems way more fun for damage than like Dark Flare or Energy Mine. Like this is what I would use if I
This
wasn't
is
doing
also
Dark Flare.
really good for high grounding, I imagine.
Oh, it really could be. Like we see the video that they use. Like it could be really good
Mhm.
when you're trying to heal and res, or if you're just trying to like just make a path for them to go
Yeah,
through.
generally seems like a really, really cool field upgrade.
We're at 2.5 hours. What the fuck?
Oh god.
Okay, gobblegums or whatever. There is some new gobblegums. Um, there's a classified gobblegum, but that's a whimsical, so it's not too bad. The big one I want to talk about is, let's see. There's 2 that I want to talk about. One, actually, there's 3. There's 3. Let's talk about the legendary one first. The legendary one is Armor Gitten. So you know how we have hidden power where it makes your gun legendary?
Mhm.
You just
Yeah,
automatically get a level 3 armor plate. So you just automatically get level 3 armor.
that's goaded.
Goaded, right? It's just one of those things. Imagine just,
Mhm.
get perkaholic, level 3 armor, legendary weapon. Like it's just one of those perks like gobblegums that you could start the match off with and just be super overpowered and be set for the
Yeah.
match. New gobblegum, it's an ultra, it's called gift card, instant. Gain 30,000 essence.
Holy shit.
Cannot be combined with other bonuses though. So like there's a thing where you can do where if you get 4 people and you get profit sharing and you do raindrops, you all get the double points. So you all have double points with profit sharing, and then you all pick up the nuke and bonus points. So each nuke is like multiplied by like 5. So like each nuke gives everyone like 4,000 points, and then each of the 500 is doubled. But then everyone gets that, so everyone gets the 2,000. But then you double. You pretty much all can get 50,000 points by round
Yeah.
1. All 4 players.
Holy fuck.
So that's why they said you cannot combine with other bonuses. You combine that with that, and everyone gets like 500,000 points round 2. They're like, no, that's not happening.
Jesus
And the
Christ.
final one I want to talk about that actually really excites me
Mhm.
is So there's some other ones. Where is it? It's another legendary. Round off activates on round transition. Rounds prevented from advancing for 2 rounds.
Ooh, wait,
So
that's.
here's what I understand this to be and why this could be good. So you don't want to go past round 25 for bosses when you're doing
Mhm.
the Easter eggs, right? But sometimes
Yeah.
you have to because you need more points because you need your gun pack 3, right? Hey, my one gun's only pack 1 and my other one's pack 3. I need another 20,000 points. Okay, cool. We do that, but now we're at round 27, or you pop this and now you got 2 more round 25s, but it's only round 25. So imagine you do 2 more round 24s, then you go to round 25, and now you got 3 rounds worth, but you're only at round 25 health and damage.
That's actually really good.
So that could be really good if you're really getting stuck at like that Easter egg and you're like, I'm ready for the Easter egg, but I'm just not prepared for the boss. You pop that to get a bunch of extra points. Pop some double points in that, and now you have 2 double points rounds 24s. And then there's some
Um,
other ones, but that one just seemed really cool. Um, so Next off, we have Rampage Inducer. It's back. Nothing too crazy. Shorter delay between rounds. And the zombies spawn faster, move faster. The only big thing is in Black Ops 7, Rampage Inducer won't spawn super sprinters until round 20. So you won't have
That's
like
good.
super sprinters. I guess you're probably getting them at like round 10, 12, which is a little crazy. So you still have a little bit more time to kind of build up to those rough enemies.
Okay, that's good.
So now we have armor,
Mhm.
weapons, and ammo for wall buys. Wall buy, weapon wall buys now allow you to purchase ammo at a discounted price for the weapon indicated on the wall buy once the initial wall weapon is bought. So, you have some
Okay.
weapons on here. Say that you have the PPSH, right? You have the PPSH.
Mhm.
You can go to the box and buy it for 1,000 because it's pack-a-punch. Or
Mhm.
you go buy it from the wall buy if it's on that map and it's 500. So do you know what that means? It gives you incentive to use the wall buys and to bring the weapons that are in the map instead of whatever you want.
Yeah, which is
So,
actually
and imagine that goes the whole way up to Pack-a-Punch 3 where it's 5,000 from the ammo box or it's only
mhm.
3,000 from the wall buy.
Yeah.
These are random
I,
numbers. I don't know what the number, like the point values are going to be, but that's what it's saying.
that's actually a really good incentive to actually
Mhm.
go use the wall buys because that's been a feature that I've seen underutilized a lot in playthroughs and stuff like that.
Yeah. The next big thing is armor wall buys. So remember how there was level 2 and level 3?
Mhm.
No longer. There is level 2 and 3
Okay.
armor, but
I know, but it is
allowing
on
you
the
to
same wall.
purchase level 2 armor and then at that same spot you just buy level 3. So you don't have to go around the map and trying to figure out where the level 2 is. Like the tomb is rough with that, trying to figure out where the armor
Mhm.
buys are or like Shattered Veil. So if you know where
Yes,
one is, you can buy all of them. So it's a
that's
little
a really
easier.
that's really good. I really like that change.
And armor wall buys continue to offer you the full repair to your armor if you have the essence once you purchase the armor level upgrade. Now, this next
That's
part
nice.
is hype. Ammo caches, armor, weapons, and ammo. First of all, just look at the look at it. Look of it. It's not just a Warzone item.
Mhm.
Ammo cache prices are specific to each weapon, increase each time the weapon is pack a punch. In addition, ammo caches, wall buys, see above, is now another way to obtain ammo.
That's
Uh,
amazing.
yeah, it's great.
I like
Mystery
that.
box. There's some crazy mystery box changes here. The first thing, it's the Origins mystery box. Again, I know you don't know zombies. Origins is pretty much like the best zombies map. Like it is
Oh,
one
okay.
of, if not like, if you're thinking S tier and there's 3 maps out of all of zombies, and there's a debate on which one's the best, it's this one. Origins is that S tier that's debated for number one.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that's what this mystery box is from. Still 950, however, there's some good changes. First of all, no score streaks. You won't be spinning the mystery box looking for your ray gun and you randomly get a freaking Hellstorm missile.
Yes.
You will not get a
Thank
melee weapon.
Lord.
You will not be around 30, rolling for a maelstrom and get a power drill. Again, this is BO7 guns. I'm just saying BO6 because these are experiences that, like, we know from BO6. This is just kind of what it's going to happen. However, it's not only going to be guns. There will be stuff other than guns in here. The right tools
Okay.
for the job. Once the weapon mystery box is gathered, you displayed. Wait, never mind. What is it? It now provides an Aether tool. So the Aether tools are those wrenches that instantly upgrade the
Oh,
rarity. So you can get a purple Aether tool in there to get your green gun up to lead purple.
wait, that's actually really good.
That's worth it. And then also the rarities will just increase as the rounds go on a little bit better. And as the rounds go on, you'll have a higher chance for wonder weapons, but it will still be rare.
Okay, that's good. These seems like actually balancing good changes.
Yeah.
I'm happy with this.
The crafting table and everything will be the same. There's nothing really to talk here. There's some changes, some new stuff, but it's all there. Support and score streaks, same thing. Arsenal's there. Oh, actually, hold up. There's actually a section here for the disciple injection. After injecting yourself with an unstable serum, your crew member's writhing body quickly transforms into a ferocious floating killing machine with a devastating new power. Your ability to cause some serious havoc, including grab and hurl, raise a normal zombie at range into the air and hurl them at other foes, inflicting powerful dark aether damage. Drain life. Focus your feeding power to slow down and drain the energy from any normal, special, or elite zombie. So I can slow down an
Ooh,
elite zombie for you. Unholy Scream releases a sonic blast that stuns those caused in an audio emission.
that's great, actually.
Arsenal's back. The big thing with the Arsenal, field up ammo mods and everything is the amount of salvage to upgrade has gone up. I do think it's a little annoying. It's some rework. So instead of 500 for green, it's 1,000. Instead of 1,000 for blue, it's 1,500. But instead of 2,500 for purple, it's 2,000. And then it's still 5,000 to
Nice.
legendary.
I'm glad they're changing purple.
Yeah, purple
I
is
almost hope
good. Lower that down. I just kind of wish, but I know they had to increase
Oh.
blue if you're going to increase green.
Yeah, here it is. The rarity of your weapon can also be occasionally upgraded via rare ground or reward loot called Aether Tools,
So yeah,
which
that's
means you
from
can get
yeah.
Aether Tools as a ground drop.
I don't think that necessarily means that. I think when it says ground or reward, the reward could be like doing a side quest or from the mystery box, but
True.
ground loot, you know how there's certain maps where you can get the shovel and you just dig
Yeah,
sites?
yeah,
I think that's what it means, like small stuff on the ground.
yeah.
I don't
Maybe.
think it's gonna be like a random and a zombie will drop it. I'm not sure, it could be, but I think that's what it means.
That's actually a really nice change.
Um, Returning damage modifiers, we have frost, which slows or freezes fire, burn enemies over time, electric stunning and area effect, toxic corruption and mind control, light healing and shadow gravitational impedance and damage. So cool
Nice.
stuff. Pack-a-Punch. We actually see our first look at Pack-a-Punch, and I don't know about you, but it's looking. It's not.
Amazing.
It's not bad. It is looking amazing. It's not as crazy as some of the Black Ops 6 ones, but this feels like the type of Pack-a-Punch camo you would see on something like Origins, aka it really gives classic Pack-a-Punch camo feels. Like this looks like something Black Ops 2 would have.
Yeah, this photo looks really cool.
The Pack-a-Punch is the beating heart of any round-based zombie map. Once you've gathered enough essence, step up and upgrade your weapon instantly. Primary, melee, and even wonder weapons can be enhanced up to 3 times each tier, boosting damage and capacity, renaming the weapon, and sometimes adding surprising effects. That's like the explosions or like the one sniper becomes a shotgun.
Okay.
Alongside raw power, every upgrade delivers a striking new look and sound with glowing camos that can be toggled on or off in settings. In Ashes of the Damned, there's one important difference to the Pack-a-Punch machine. It is mobile, being claimed to the old Betsy. Pack-a-Punch machines return to expected stationary in survival. You can enable the Pack-a-Punch. There are more investigations needed to fully understand the secrets of the Pack-a-Punch machine in Black Ops 7. I want to talk about
I
that
mean, that
last one. What does that mean?
could that just mean like you need to find the rocket, like the rocket boost to get the pack a
No,
punch instead
I think
of
the secrets in because it says Black Ops 7 in general, right? It doesn't say Ashes of the Damned, right? Because it says Ashes of the
True.
Damned in the first one. Hey, you use it for old Betsy. Um
Maybe it's lore. Maybe they're giving
it
like
could
lore
be
secrets
lore,
about the pack a punch.
but what if there's something else you could upgrade with it? Like what if you could upgrade your ammo capacity farther?
That would be really interesting as an addition.
So I don't know. We'll have to come back to that. Also, if you want some lore, did you know that the first person that made a Pack-a-Punch machine threw his dead mom in it?
What?
Anyway, that's this whole zombie lore thing.
Whoa.
The zombie lore is crazy. Let's come back to that later. That's not important right now. Next up,
Okay.
TED tasks. This is just Sam trials. I'm not going to go over all this.
Fair enough.
Zombie
We
HUD
mentioned
presets and customizations.
we did mention this earlier briefly.
Yeah. So, yeah, I did mention this. So, yeah, you're going to be able to add hex. Like, it's going to be as customizable as being able to add hex codes. It's great.
Mhm.
But there are two additional ways to adjust your HUD in zombies via themes and layouts. Layouts, yada. You can apply a custom color. There are several planned themes to choose from, with some elements familiar to those with long appreciation of the Call of Duty zombies. Pretty much, I'm hoping this is like, hey, Origins UI, because back in the day, every map had a custom HUD.
Oh.
It wasn't. That's why people aren't happy, whether it's zombies or not. Every map had a custom one. Now it's like just a generic like multiplayer looking HUD, but nothing. So hopefully we get at least something a little bit zombie-ish. And even if it's
Mhm.
across all of them, it's the same. That'd be much better than what we have now, and that's why people are mad.
Yeah, that's actually a fair reason to be mad.
So exfil is getting a massive change. A massive change.
Oh.
Milo is one of the big zombie YouTubers, and I watched him like reacting to his blog post. He said he actually got to play with it, and he said it worked really well.
Okay, so
So
it's
do
a
you
good
want to read
sign.
this?
New Exfil booth. With Raptor 1's fate currently unknown, you won't be relying on a helicopter airlift to exfil you and your teammates when the going gets overly chaotic. Fortunately, an archaic German Telefonzellen booth, repurposed as a cosmic gateway portal, can be called upon, both literally and figuratively, to extricate you from the mayhem. Okay, so it's gonna be something like a summonable exfil.
Well, if you look at the picture above it, it's just there's phone booths.
Yeah,
So
okay.
the way it works is, first of all, in Black Ops 7, it's important to decide whether to participate in the exfil or not. If all teammates accept, it's a normal exfil.
Mm-hmm.
If all teammates accept and you fail, you all die. If you all pass, you pass and you exfil, you leave. But in New to Black Ops 7, if some teammates decline the exfil, they choose to help or ignore the parties. Whether the HVT is slain or not, players declining the exfil can continue the match afterwards without penalty. Players who voted to accept the exfil and succeed, exfil. So say that we're
Oh,
playing and I want to exfil and you don't, you can help me defeat it. And if I defeat it, I leave, you keep playing.
that's actually a really good
It's a
change.
great change. And another great change is the way exfils work. It's no longer like, again, there's no helicopter, but it's not just like, hey, you call it in and you have to go to this area.
Mhm.
What happens is it spawns an HVT, so it won't have like, I think it probably will have some zombies, but you don't have to kill like 60 zombies. There's just one named target. So that could be the bear, that can be an Eldritch Disciple, whatever, right? It's a named HVT, high value target, elite, whatever it is. And it will spawn around it. Now, do you remember the cube season in Fortnite?
Yes.
So from what it sounds like, it's like the sideways rifts, like those big bubbles that you went in to fight the caretaker. Around the
Oh,
phone booth, it will summon like a bubble, and it's just a little area that you're doing the exfil at. You don't have to go somewhere else. It's at the phone booth you select.
actually really good. That's one of the best changes they've made this update, or with
And
BO7,
during
I
the
think.
fight, all other phone booths throughout the map start to activate with their own portals. Step through these portals, and they link to the phone booth with the HVT. So this allows other teammates elsewhere on the map to quickly teleport.
Oh, that's actually very nice.
So again, this is nice. Now this isn't as big of a deal on a game like Black Ops 7. I mean Black Ops 6. Think about it like maybe there's a phone booth down in Shattered Vale, down in like that
Yeah.
laboratory. Plus there's the one in the main courtyard. Okay. The reason this
Mhm.
is nice, there's probably one or two of these in each of the 6 zones. So if your friends are exfilling over in area or diner exit 115 and you're the whole way over in the farm, you could just teleport over to 115.
It's a really nice change.
So yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how this goes.
I'm
Okay,
really looking
guys,
forward to
we are
just
getting somewhere. Maybe.
we're almost done with part 3. This is great.
Additional features, or is that what it is? Additional features. So, melee weapon adjustments. There's a beneficial change coming to melee weapons in Black Ops 7, allowing them to inflict critical and more damaging attacks, allowing for much more personality with every melee weapon you use. Critical hits. This means you're able to aim at a target, strike them at the head, and cause critical attacks, which in turn grant more damage in essence.
Nice.
This scares me.
Why?
Please don't make me get 100 headshots with melee weapons for camos.
Oh, actually, yeah, please. That would be so
Please.
bad.
Please.
That would be so bad.
You are more in control of your swing and arc of the weapon from start to impact, and more importantly, the timing of the attack to ensure a critical hit. So I don't know if it's like you kind of hold it up, but then there is a heavy attack, right? You swing, but you can kind of hold up your melee weapons already, but that doesn't do anything. Now, when you hold it, you kind of like, for example, I have my katanas, right? I kind of just swipe. I can hold
Yeah.
them and I swipe with both of them. It's a charged attack, heavy attack, which will do more damage, but I'm slower.
Mhm. Okay, I mean, this is just like
We'll have to see how
like
it goes. Like,
quality of
because,
life change, I
yeah,
guess.
it's a good change, but we'll have to see how effective it is. Like, are melee weapons still going to be kind of useless? Or, like, will this give it a little bit more valid? The biggest problem I have with melee, though, is are we going to have 2-hit kills still? For multiplayer, obviously, that sucks. But for zombies, it's going to be even worse. I'm talking about, like, the baseball bat, and, like, they're fun, but an
Hmm.
actual practical use, like, you're doubling your amount of hits. Like, in zombies, especially melee, like, you're going to have to get up to a point where you're going to have to, like, swing at them 3 times, but you're only killing one zombie at a time. At least with Citadel, you have the swords, but, like, I'm not about to be at round 30 with, like, these crazy fast zombies trying to kill one at a time.
It's gonna be absolute hell.
It will be.
Uh,
Actually,
I need new
speaking of which,
changes.
though, that intrigues me. So there is another blog post about augments. I'm just interested to see what the new augments are for Melee Mochi Auto.
Hmm.
So the punch is replaced with your dedicated melee weapon. Oh, so that's like the one multiplayer perk. So instead of like I don't have to pull it out, I just hit them with my full melee weapon.
Oh, wait, that's actually nice.
And then minor augment. New. Barista Brawl. Gain more essence from melee kills.
Hallelujah,
Uh
actually.
that's okay. Okay,
I mean, it
strength
depends how
changing.
much more it is.
Your punch can one hit normal enemies for more rounds. Adjustment: the number of rounds you can one hit normal enemies has been increased. Great. So that's
Okay.
good. I still don't think it's really worth it. The punch is pretty much like if you do so instead of so that's what that it replaces your punch with a dedicated melee weapon. When you punch, it does more damage and knocks them back with melee multi auto. You don't hit them with a gun butt. You hit them with a punch, like a super punch. But the
Hmm.
dedicated melee weapon will have the ammo mods and like pack 3 legendary. Like that's gonna do more damage.
Hmm.
So it's just like that special punch you have will one shot, but that doesn't mean you do more melee damage. It's just that special punch.
I wonder if I don't know if triple shot or Mokamall will be better.
I mean,
Because
right
you could.
now, what I generally do is vampiric plus stick and move,
Mm,
but espresso's pretty good, I'd say.
mm,
Because again, your punch, I don't want to use my punch. I want to use my melee weapon because my melee weapon's the one I know for a fact is going to be good. I can control it, especially with the crit damage. I want to be able to
yeah.
control my knife. So I'm thinking probably espresso or vampiric, and then you do sticks and move, and then probably just the points, some more essence from melee weapon.
Yeah.
But anyway, there is a whole. I'm gonna put this blog post in there as well. There is changes to a lot of things, and almost like I said, every old gun perks, all the new old augments. There will be one new minor and one new major, but there's adjustments to a lot as well.
I don't think we have enough time to get too
We're not
deep into
going
all of
through.
the
That's what I'm saying.
Percocolas,
I just wanted to
so
do melee Mochiato because we're talking about
Mhm.
melee, but we don't have time to get through everything. Um, there's this health thing. I don't really want to talk about it. There's just not really much to talk about it. It sounds really confusing. There's like this overheal thing, but it just kind of sounds like a word for a thing that's already happened.
Yeah,
So we'll
it just
see if
seems
it
like
does
a
anything.
life
It could be
change.
good, but like I don't know. Auto revives. When a round completes, if you're knocked, you revive. So if it's like
Oh,
round, 3 and I kill the last zombie, you revive. That's it. And then
yeah.
audio area of effectiveness. This is completely different. But this is just an augment thing, so I'm not gonna get into it. It's just an augment change. Up for a
This is
challenge. What's up?
no, this area effectiveness thing is kind of relevant though, because as noted in the augment section of this blog, damage types without a hit location, that was lightning strike augment, for example, are no longer automatically considered critical hits.
So I saw some people like Milo complained about this. The biggest thing I think this means is on Citadel. There,
Mm-hmm.
if you throw down a Molotov and you use the trap and you hold out a weapon, it counts as headshots. It insta kills. Like you can do
I do
that up to
kind of
like
like
round
that though.
40.
I
You
kind
could
of
do
like
that
that though.
infinitely. Huh?
But I like having that though. I mean, it
It
just
makes it
makes it
does
easier.
it does make sense, but also like I'm over here and I sat and I played the game and I got 2,000 headshots with everything, and this guy literally sat in a corner with Molotovs and also has zero. Like, mind you, that works on elite zombies. That works on the special zombies. So you literally, I've seen people do it up to round 60, and they're just getting hundreds of headshots and special kills with all their weapons, and that's how they did it. So I think that's why it's counting as not crits. Like you have to actually go out at crit. I get it's easier, but it's also like that's just a bullshit thing.
Yeah, it's fair enough. It's also a good way to farm essence.
Yeah, I
So
mean you
that's
can
gonna
still
be harder.
farm essence with it, right? It's not saying you won't
Yeah.
kill it. It's just not counting as critical, so it'll do slightly less damage. But the big thing is camos. You have to actually go for headshots.
Yeah.
Some
Okay.
other
Yeah.
gameplay systems. So this is just the general stuff, the armory. So if you miss something, you have it. Solo pausing, save and quit. And then there's the intel. So you have your audio logs and you can look at them in a big thing.
Mhm. Artifacts and documentation.
Um,
What?
the progression and everything. This is what
Wait,
we
save, load, and rejoin.
yeah. It's Black Ops 6. That was in Black Ops 6 too.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah. So you can save and load, so I can do that. Like I can save and quit. But it's only solo. I think that's what it is. So save, load, scoreboard, rejoining features all return in Black Ops 7.
Okay, that's nice.
There's the progression, but that's all in the multiplayer, which we talked about at the beginning of the podcast. So this is just your weapon prestiges, your player prestige.
Mm,
Camos. Black Ops 6 content available in Black Ops 7. So on launch, all double XP tokens will be there, all gobblegums, all augments and augment research. So I'm automatically going to go for those last two perks on
nice.
everything and the new ones. I'm going to go for the. Do you think I go for the new augments first, or do you think I just try to max out to get the bonus minor like the second minor
Uh,
augment slot?
I think second minor augment would be better first.
Because I'm gonna just be super overpowered, and I
Yeah.
cannot wait.
It'll be
Um,
way easier to grind for the new augments
yeah.
with everything else.
But either way, I'm super excited. That's gonna be great for me, and that I'm really happy they did that because now I'm happy that I went through and I did actually research everything, and I sat down and I played enough zombies for that. Um,
Yeah.
you're gonna get the Black Ops 6 dedicated crew, along because they're obviously the main crew, but I'm gonna get the rewards. So they see it here. So like for example, my blue hair Maya that I got for defeating Terminus, that will be
Mhm.
carrying over. And then the prestige level 1000 if you got that.
Okay, finally moving on from part 3 to part 4, Dead Ops Arcade 4.
Yep. So Dead Ops Arcade 3, the last was in I think it was Cold War
Uh,
and I think it was Black Ops 2. Like it's every other game
yeah, it
or
was Black
something
Ops
like that.
Cold War 2020.
Um so Dead Ops Arcade is a completely separate mode from zombies. It's an
Hmm.
arcade game. Like you can look at it. It's like a
Oh,
top-down shooter.
oh,
Like
like this is
there's a trailer down here of like a few seconds of gameplay. Like it's like a top-down like arcade shooter type thing. Like
wait, this is
in
great.
but here's something crazier. Here's something even crazier. There I'm not going to go through all this cuz I don't know much about Dead Ops, so I'm not going to be able to like explain anything here. There's some story here, but if you scroll down, there's first person. I don't think
Oh,
we've seen first person before. And do you know what that means?
what does that mean?
Camo grind and levels. You can sit in
Oh,
here in first person and level up your guns in Dead Ops as well.
that's goated.
But ready? There are four
Yes.
modes for Dead Ops Arcade. There's casual, a more forgiving Dead Ops Arcade experience with round-based zombie elements. Standard, regular difficulty level with round-based zombie elements. Hardcore, post-launch. Classic Dead Ops Arcade gameplay. As the payback is taken away from your Gobblegums, Slayer Mart, and a few other luxuries. So it's less stuff, right?
Okay.
Standard and advanced start. This sounds amazing. Begin your next standard solo game at the highest round you previously achieved. Stats, challenges, and leaderboards are not available.
Okay.
So if I make it to round 30, I start at round 30.
That's actually really good.
But the reason why challenges and leaderboards are not available is that be unfair because I can just farm and just grind and get to round 35 and then I start around 35 and now I start around 40 and then 42 and then 43 and then 47. Whereas if you actually have
Mhm.
to want to go through, you have to start from the beginning to get to round 50. That makes sense. So you have to actually go through the game. You can't just kind of choose your way.
Okay. That's actually a good change. I
Um,
do like that. Before you do first person modes, expect casual and standard modes to have first person variants to play at launch. Okay. So hardcore won't have first person at launch, but it probably will get it soon.
yeah,
It seems.
but
I don't think we have much more to say about that mode,
yeah,
though it
I
does
don't know
seem
Dead Ops,
incredibly
but this
cool.
definitely is something I want to check out.
I will definitely be playing this though. Seems really cool and interesting.
Okay.
Moving on to just additional
So
stuff.
this is just the
There's
betas next week and COD Next around the corner.
COD Next September 30th. Really cool. Everyone should go tune in for that if you wish.
So that was like
There are
over
they
three
are there
hours.
bunch of maps.
Um,
I mean, we're just good at talking, I guess.
yeah,
Mostly you though.
yeah,
You've
but it was
talked
also
way
we
more
mostly
than
just
me.
talked about the blog post, so like there wasn't much of a conversation, but that's okay. We both kind of like really sat down. We had some conversation about everything.
Hmm.
I asked you about multiplayer. Now that we're done with zombies, how you feeling about zombies? What's that hype level looking like?
Um, it's definitely similar to the multiplayer hype
Higher
because
or lower? Because I know you're a multiplayer person, but there's some crazy stuff over here in zombies going on.
because I don't know whether to count the dead ops because I'm probably like if placing dead ops zombies and multiplayer, it's probably gonna be lower for zombies and dead ops and higher for multiplayer for me. Because I'm probably going to be playing multiplayer a lot more on my own.
That's fair. Either way, I think you cannot deny that this might have the most content I have seen in a game in a long time. For a
Oh,
game like this,
definitely.
don't get me wrong. You look at a game like Witcher 4 coming out, because Witcher 3 has
Mhm.
so much content. Imagine Witcher 4 having all the content Witcher 3 has plus more. That's a lot of content. But for a game like this coming out, I feel like the problem is we're having all these competitors with Call of Duty, like XDefiant and Splitgate.
Mhm.
They're having like camos launch with Season 2. They're having
Yeah,
no barracks. XDefiant never had a barracks, by the way.
it's weird. Yeah, that's a
Like
weird
they
thing.
didn't
But
add it until the game died. And like how did it take till season 3 to get a combat record? The only stat you can see is your last 10 matches, your score and kills or something. But there's no total kills. There's
yeah,
like and it's like you look at a game like Black Ops 7 is going to have so much stuff that should be default, by the way. I don't want to praise them for having stuff that should be default. A combat record should be default. But when you look at these
mhm,
other games that are in the genre right now and they don't, yes, it has the beta, it has the quality of life features, it has the camo hub, but it also has how that's the biggest thing I also hate. Like there is absolutely something for you to do in this game. You like zombies? Well, you like classic zombies? There's cursed. You like goofing off zombies? Like, not like zombies, like hardcore survival. I'm talking like goofy, haha, like, fighting a big monkey boss.
yeah.
Like, that's one of them. Like Donkey Kong type of thing. You got Death
It's just
Arcade. You have the player versus enemy end game after campaign. You have campaign. You have co-op campaign. There's absolutely something for everyone to do, and there's plenty of that stuff to do.
this is incredibly refreshing because usually with games launch, they cater towards a specific audience. You look at Marvel Rivals, they're looking at casual players. Overwatch is starting to lean in a more competitive direction. Fortnite going more zero builds, leaning towards like zero build players and the casual audience. Call of Duty is going for everyone. It's giving stuff for hardcore grinders. It's giving stuff for casual gamers just want to hop on the weekend for a couple hours. It's giving stuff for competitive players with new additions to guns and new augments and everything. It's giving more content to like. There's more content to make videos about. There's more stuff to live stream about. There's more stuff to talk about. It's just an addition to every single type of player
It
they
really
see.
is. And it's like they literally, and a lot of the stuff we got is because of feedback. Like almost all these
Exactly.
changes were like, hey, we really like this in BO6, but could we do this? And they said yes. Like the fact that we already are getting those perk changes, and they're like, yeah, we were talking about that inside. What are some suggestions? They looked at that thread and they made the changes. And those changes will be in the beta. So next week when we have the perks, it will be the changed perks, not the ones from the blog post. That's also why I didn't want to talk too much about them.
I'm excited for everything we're seeing. This is this is really big progression within the gaming community, I
It
feel.
it is good. It is good. This is the thing that we've been waiting for a long time. I do also want to say two things. One, I thoroughly enjoyed Black Ops 6. This is not me
Me
saying Black
too.
Ops 6 is awful and this saved COD. I think Black Ops 6 was also great. But this is just everything Black Ops 6 was amazing at and ramped it up to 12. I love zombies. This is giving me 3 more ways of zombies to play. Um, and two, we're not COD shills. The reason I want to say that is I feel like this game, I feel like if you hate it, you're literally brain dead. Like the hate
Yeah,
is so
definitely.
forced. I understand COD sucks, and I understand again there's certain mechanics that COD should still have that they messed up, or why are we praising that that should be a default feature? I agree. Stuff like combat record and the camo hub should be default. But I also want to say I have played every Call of Duty except for Call of Duty 1 and 2, the OGs. I did not buy Vanguard until it was like $15. I got Cold War for free for PlayStation Plus. I got Modern Warfare 3 for $20, and I do not own Modern Warfare 2. Modern 2022. I have not the reason I say that is like, oh, it's just the Call of Duty phase, right? Every year you're gonna buy the new one. It sucks, you hate it, and then you go back a year. I literally did not buy them, and I have not touched them. I do not care for Vanguard. I only like the sound design and the cool like combat pacing. It's not a game I want to play. I don't own Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 3 is okay. I like Treyarch. I like zombies. The reason I say that is with all the hype that I'm giving it right now, I know for a fact it's all going to go away. I know you don't realize that, but I know that. The reason I say that is
Yeah.
there's the dev cycle, right? Next year we're supposed to be going back to Modern Warfare, and apparently it's supposed to be this new engine overhaul. So Warzone's going to get a hard reset, so it's going to lose all its data. It's going to have a new engine, so it's going to look nicer. Maybe it'll be on only next gen, and we'll get rid of the PS4 version. Though Marvel Rivals just got a PS4 version, so I don't think Call of Duty's going to lose it. But here's the biggest thing is everything that we've seen from leaks. So the multiplayer maps we're not going to have tac sprint, and doors will be gone, right? Because manual doors and multiplayer suck.
Yes,
In a
they do.
tactical
A lot.
sense, maybe Warzone, I understand. But in a multiplayer fast-paced setting, the camping is unreal. Everything that we've
Mhm.
seen from leaks, there's no omni movement. Doors are back. There's no there is tac sprint. There is no prestige. None of it in Modern Warfare
Mhm.
4 next year.
That's gonna be brutal.
So it's pretty much everything that like they fixed over the last 3 years, because the studios that's doing Modern Warfare 4 did Modern Warfare 2019, and that's what really killed COD. The skill-based matchmaking went up. Did you know Modern Warfare 2019 at launch didn't have a mini map? It didn't have red dots in your
What?
compass, so when you killed an enemy or like an enemy shot, you didn't know where they were coming from. They didn't
That's
have that at
stupid.
launch. Modern Warfare 2022, worst COD of all time. They
Yeah.
made both of those. Now, don't get me wrong. They made Modern Warfare 4 the classic, I believe. They did make a good game. They did some stuff. I don't
Mhm.
know what they're doing now, though, but like they have lost the faith. People are iffy on Treyarch, but I think generally people still enjoy it. Sledgehammer, though, if they can just do their own thing and not be like a support studio, they'd make something amazing, because the support on Modern Warfare 3 last year was phenomenal. Like, it's the most content we've ever had. But for this studio, like Infinity Ward, like we just don't care at all. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying that and specifying that at the end. All that's rumors and stuff though, but I'm not instantly pre-ordering that game. I will absolutely be playing the beta, but I will not be playing that game probably until season 1 if I play it. And I'm probably not going to get it. And do you know why?
Why?
It won't have zombies. Warzone's getting a hard reset, so Warzone's going to suck. And I have level 1000 in Black Ops 6 to grind, and I still have Nebula I want to get. I want to get Dark Matter on every gun, and in Black Ops 7, I would love to get level 250 on everything. So I'm just going to sit here and grind Dark Ops, or not Dark Ops, Dead Ops Arcade or something. Like, there's so much content between 6 and 7 that I can just sit here for the next 3 years and grind these games and have fun. I don't need
Yeah.
next year's COD, and I don't plan on it.
Sorry, I'm pre-noted. I heard you say 6-7.
And everybody cancel them. Cancel culture. Cancel. Cancel.
Sorry. I'm just a pre-noted person, okay? Leave me alone.
Apparently so. But no, I just
I'm
wanted to
I
put
don't
that
know.
at the end because I was glazing.
Mhm.
We're both really excited, and I know you don't understand the COD cycle, but I want to let people know if
No,
they
I
did
I
stick
understand
here
the call
long
cycle.
enough, we're not shills. I understand there's some bullshit, but I'm sorry. When it comes to like Battlefield versus Call of Duty, does Battlefield have zombies mode? Does it have dead ops? Does it have endgame, like a roguelike mode?
Mhm.
Is their multiplayer having the ability to do core, hardcore, the 6v6 skirmish, and like all these crazy guns, movement, but then also
20
like
v 20.
20v20? Like, no, Battlefield does that. Like, that's what Battlefield's known for, is the big modes.
True.
If anything, they're doing 60v60. But do they give you the option along with 6v6 on the face-off maps, along with normal size maps, plus maybe 10v10 later on, plus party game modes like gun game and one in the chamber and infected? I don't know. I don't play Battlefield, but just the way it plays, it's just not the same. It's not a bad game. It's a different game.
Mhm.
Does Battlefield have a dark matter grind? Probably not. And it's just
I can imagine that.
there's so many other reasons. If you want to play that, that's fine. There's plenty of reasons to play Battlefield. There's plenty of reasons to want to play a tactical shooter. But for me personally, that's not me. And there's no game that's going to get the level of content that we get that Call of Duty will. Even the worst Call of Duties, like I would much rather play if we never had any of the other Call of Duties, right? So the standard was nothing and we had Modern Warfare 2, I would take Modern Warfare 2 probably over X Defiant and other games. But
Yeah.
the reason it's bad is because we're holding them to standards of Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, the original. You know, like we're holding them up to standards because we've had good games. But compared to other arcade shooters out there, they just don't have all the challenges. They don't have the barracks. They don't have zombies. They don't have these leaderboards. So I'm going to keep playing at least Black Ops games for a while. I don't know about you.
Yeah. I might when if finals doesn't fall off, I might play that instead of Modern Warfare 4, honestly.
No,
But
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna hop on like just grind some solo or something, or because I
mhm.
know a lot of people, especially for the YouTubers, they hop on older CODs, doing some crazy challenges, and when there's not a zombie year, they kind of struggle. They just do some lore videos and they're trying to do like myth busting for a year. What I can
Yeah.
probably do is I'll just go from that and I can just focus on some more single player games or something. Or I can start a
Mhm.
Minecraft channel, like Minecraft series. Probably not Minecraft, probably Terraria. Or maybe Hytale will drop by then.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll still be on FPS shooters. I'll be going back to finals, Apex Legends, Overwatch, Fortnite,
Yeah.
Counter-Strike, Valorant. I'll be playing Splitgate, Kovacs, R6. Like,
So yeah. And that's fair. But like I'll probably be playing games too, but I'm probably not buying Modern Warfare 4.
yeah, me neither.
If by then it's on a PlayStation Plus or something, I'll play it. If I had an Xbox,
Mhm.
I'd play it because it's on Game Pass. But I'm not about to sit here and pre-order a $70-$80 game like that and
Well,
risk it.
depending on the information we get and if there's good hype around it, I might buy it after it releases on some sort of discount if it
No,
gets
that's
good
what I mean.
reviews.
That's what I mean. Like I might get it, but if I'm getting it, the earliest I am is season 1. Because
Yeah, definitely.
I don't, the beta's not enough. I need the full game. I need to see the campaign, not play it, but I need to have people tell, like multiple people tell me the campaign is worth it. I need multiple
Mhm.
people to tell me the camo system is good. I need multiple people to tell me that the movement is not ass. Because Modern Warfare 2 literally felt like you had bricks on your feet. We went from this crazy movement in Warfare 2019, the slide canceling and everything, and Cold War, no tack sprint, but it felt like classic arcade, to bricks on your feet.
Yeah.
Think about Chapter 6 movement with like the crazy super jump and everything in Fortnite and going back to Chapter 1.
Yeah, I know, I can imagine what it's like because I mean, I've played through every single era of Overwatch. If you know what GOATS is, ugh,
Yeah.
GOATS was hell on earth.
But yeah, so, well, let's see. We covered our general COD knowledge, covered all the general stuff about the new Call of Duty. We then
Mhm.
the progression and everything. Then we covered multiplayer from the guns to the maps and everything, the modes. Then we covered all the zombie changes. Again, the general changes, Dead Ops Arcade, and then we're not COD shills.
Yeah, I am not a COD show. I will never be a COD show.
But
What
yeah,
I am is a Counter-Strike show.
it's better at least.
Uh, it is.
Uh, but yeah. So,
Right.
guys, I don't know when I'm going to quite get this up. I'm going to try Saturday, but whenever I do, thank you so much for listening. I know it's been a while, but let's just say we should have some more consistent content going forward, especially with Call of Duty. I think both of us are going to be hopping on COD. So, when season 1
I will
drops,
definitely.
when the beta drops, all that type of stuff, we'll be hopping on and playing.
All right. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. And
Have
guys,
a good.
if you listen for 4 hours, first of all, go the fuck to bed because I know it's probably 3 a.m. So go to
We
bed.
might we
Second of
might
all,
split this.
no, I'm not gonna split it.
You like that? Okay.
Nah,
Oh, poor,
nah.
poor listeners.
Second of all, go get some water, and third of all, Comment s- what? Give me a code.
Um, 226.
Comment 226 if you made it this far. Thank you all for watching, and peace.
Peace.